If I get a guideline strike and I'm not allowed to upload for a week, like, hey, YouTube isn't my job, it's not something that's gonna bankrupt me if I can't upload for a week or even longer. Now, this is his job. And if you're wondering why YouTube has never been my job, it's primarily because of this exact reasons. If you think that I can translate this into something, no, I'm an engineer, not a medic. Ask somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance. The easiest part about my job, waking up, never kids are talking to my Dr. Disrespect could have done that too.
What the hell is this?
Moving right along, we've got our second subject of the night. I have been flashbang with this video, and I gotta be honest with you, usually that makes me not want to watch something. If like a bunch of people I've never seen before start to like spam this in the Discord and the Reddit and my Twitter, and then they show up in my chat. If I get 50 tweets about a video and I click on it and it only has 2,000 views, something seems off. They do get like, Jesus, and obviously this video did perform well. A lot of other people kind of thought the same way I did initially. I was wondering, like, am I getting this shit spammed by like somebody's fucking Discord server? Are they just coming through and spamming this video in my replies, demanding coverage for it? Again, that's not really a knock against Nick Andros personally, but it was extremely bizarre. When I first opened it, the video had no views and I had like 50 people sending it to me. And then even here, the moderator is like, one of the mods removed this post, but it's actually like a good video and it's pretty wild. So I think that like Mutahar has been accused of being a fake engineer, and they went back and they archived a bunch of different shit, or they got a bunch of archives and they kind of compiled it. This is another reason why I didn't watch this. Well, I wasn't going to watch this at first. I didn't see the video itself. I saw the Google document associated. Let me go to the site real quick. This is like insurmountable, so I don't know. That's the Mutahar timeline, if you want to get if you want to look at that directly. But Nick Andros is pretty good for Mutahar. If you're looking for information you probably don't know, he's just an A-log. Like, he is somebody who lives, breathes, sneezes, eats, and shits Mutahar, right? That's his thing. Mutahar rants about Hassan on stream. Chud Logic versus Mutahar. Mutahar, Nuint.
DeOrio.
I saw this video, it was pretty good. He also kind of led the, I can give this to Nick Andros specifically. He's the one that really got the, he got the Nux Taku train a chugging. Nick Andros' video was the little domino, and the big domino was Mutahar incinerating his career. Well, not incinerating his career, but incinerating his credibility amongst anybody who's knowledgeable on this. Creating a video about the Nux stuff that caused Mutahar to go on a stream and then spiral out and make a video and apologize and freak out. That's all this guy. He's Little Domino that caused all of that. So he definitely has contributed to actual dramas that we've covered on the stream. So I'm not going to just humegalol the guy. And I will say that he has covered Mutahar pretty extensively. He's probably more knowledgeable than I am as someone who literally knew him. Actually, that's hilarious. Yeah. So we're going to check out this video because I watched a little bit of it off stream and I'm like, yeah, no, this is good. This is stream coverage. This is stuff that I'll show. So we're going to take a look at this right now. I've been pretty excited to watch this as much as I was reluctant to give it the time of day initially. Let's take a look now.
I'm Nick Andros. If you've been following...
Also, he's got a good voice, so that's good.
Some Ordinary Gamers or Mutahar's behavior the past year or so, you might have noticed that something is up. He quits Twitter suddenly, causing people to panic, and then rejoins Twitter quietly months later. He says he won't buy a Nintendo...
So, yeah, this is just like showing you all like the little weird tidbits and moments. There have been a lot in the last couple of months where I'm just looking at this and I'm like, why is Mutahar acting in ways that he literally never would have prior to now? Something is happening. It's extremely bizarre. He's constantly just going out and doing the exact opposite of whatever he said previous day. And yeah, that's the Nintendo Switch one was like not really important in like the greater in a greater context, but it was just like the newest example of him just like kind of eating shit. And his own audience kind of got mad at him for that one.
Switch 2, and then instantly buys one when it comes out. There was even that time he disavowed his longtime friend, Nux Taku, but then he took the video down and apologized. Apparently he overreacted to a video criticizing him for watching lowly hentai with Nux Taku, and not for anything else.
Wait, you showed more in those videos?
That's a video I'm
It just seems like I think that he's like a people pleaser. I think Mutahar just says whatever he can at any given moment just to kind of get himself out of drama. In a lot of ways, he exhibits similar traits to Brad Taste in music in that regard. Not domestic violence or crippling weed addiction, so not like all of them, but Brad Taste in music was somebody who would literally just flip on you at a moment's notice if that was what would be good, like a good career move moving forward. Too far. Wait, just let me fucking hold on. Let me just explain my point. All right, it's not too far, I promise. Okay, with like Ethan Klein, he got hate from his audience and like, you're a genocide supporter. So like at a moment's notice, Brad Taste in Music just disavowed them. Like Brad Taste in Music had family that literally died by Hamas, and he like sucked complete cock from his audience over it. And tweeted all that shit just to keep his job, right? He gets anxiety and he just cucks to whoever calls him out. That's kind of the Brad Taste in Music thing that I'm pulling from here. I think that Mutahar exists in like much the same world, where if he's getting enough hate on something, he'll literally say anything to get out of it. Woo boy, me Mutahar here today, and we're not gonna be buying none of those Nintendo Switch here consoles.
You're about to watch right now is a little appetizer I've cut out of its body of research, because it was getting too bloated as it is. Anyway, despite saying he would quit drama, not only did Mutahar return to drama, he decided to join forces with Ethan Klein to go after Hassan Piker.
Which was bizarre, because like, yeah, siding with Ethan Klein in a situation when he's mostly correct is not really a crazy risk, but the types of people he's fighting with would put him in like, I mean, I don't think they've really spent a lot of time talking about him. For better or for worse, they've kind of left his controversies alone.
Who is Bunty King?
So he's gotten kind of lucky thus far, right? Like he really hasn't gotten hit a lot by like the bad empanadas. There hasn't been like Mike from PA streams and stuff on him. They've kind of left him alone, even if they say, even if he said like he's going to be part of the lawsuits. It's weird.
It's an odd choice because Ethan doesn't exactly have the highest opinion of Mutahar.
Do you have the part where Mutahar runs outside with a gun?
I don't, but
I'm like, dude, these people are insane. Boogie's not even the craziest one in that room still. There's a point where Mutahar goes, oh shit, is someone stealing my car? And he runs outside with a gun.
Wait, I don't know. I'm just actually having a brain dead moment. I didn't know that you could just have guns in Canada. Is it just handguns that are banned in Canada? Or are handguns banned at all in Canada? Have I been psyoped? I didn't know Canadians can just have guns.
And then he comes in 30 seconds later and goes, oh no, it's chill, it's just my brother.
Oh my
like,
god.
This pseudo
mid lolcow, he almost shot and killed his brother, dude.
badass, weird fucking shtick he's doing is not it. And
Airsoft gun? You can't? Okay.
frankly, he's so mean-spirited and nasty, and he has this weird thing where he needs to act like cool and that he's so successful.
Well, you know, airsoft guns are really dangerous. I watched a movie once when I was a kid, and they did say you'll shoot your eye out. Yeah.
What's the name of the guy?
He tells
Team Star
Boogie,
Orbiter,
dude, why don't you
DeOrio.
upload?
Mr.
They're strict
Oreo.
about who can get them. Gotcha.
Who boy me honey
more.
be
I
Dahar,
upload-
here we boycottin'. That Switch caused the games too expensive. Anyways.
Thank
here's
you,
me
thank
buying
you,
some
thank you.
BBBBBBBBB.
I appreciate it.
But every day, and YouTube's not even my job. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. I think he thinks his real job is being a day trader. I might be wrong about that, but I mean, that's pretty funny. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro. I'm uploading every day. Ugh, I really got turned off by Mutahar in that one, man. Really did.
So Mutahar is a poser and he lies about having a job outside of YouTube.
I've heard this rumor from a lot of different YouTubers, and I don't like. It's not like a rumor, but people just think he's kind of full of shit now, because he's had like these weird blow up moments in public. Other YouTubers that I've spoken to also kind of think like,
is Darkvibe AU a
Thank you.
virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many
let me
people be
reword that. Let me
Googling
reword that.
A Christmas story is goated.
Let me reword that. There are YouTubers who are now kind of skeptical about other things that Mutahar has said in the past, even like personally to them, because he seems kind of like a fair weather guy. You know, he just kind of goes with the wind, says a bunch of random shit. They don't know if he's even really being truthful a lot of the time. So they're now going back and going like, was this guy just kind of saying random shit to me for like the last couple of years, or can I trust anything this guy's ever said? That's kind of the overwhelming take that I've heard.
Those are pretty heavy
This came up at like VidCon and stuff. We talked about it.
accusations. But who has the time to watch through over a decade of videos and streams?
You do, Nick Andros. This is your golden goose. You have the time.
To check if he's telling a consistent story. I certainly don't, but I
Wait, really? Wait, okay, never
know a
mind.
much faster way of achieving the same.
Oh,
just
he's
started
using the
insulting me
website where you could
viciously on
search it,
Twitter.
right? Like the text search?
end result with only a few hours of effort. I can just search all of his video transcripts at once.
Yeah, they have that thing where you can just search video transcripts now. All you motherfuckers are done.
For certain keywords and timeline the claims he's made.
I play video games and scratch my balls most days when I'm not working. I wake up, I scratch my balls, I do my job, and then I fucking play some video games. I wake up, scratch my balls, play some Mass Effect, make...
Why are there so many videos of him saying the same thing? Okay. That's odd.
a video and like do some of my
Who said that to him and he's just like, I'm gonna take that and run with it?
stock work and that's it. I wake up, I scratch my balls, and I play some Mass Effect, okay? I wake up every day.
Bro, how many clips of him saying this are there? Is he a robot?
I do my job, I scratch my balls, I play around with Linux, some video games, and that's my life, dude.
Before we get into it, isn't this stalking? Isn't this a violation of privacy? No.
Scratching your balls? Wait, oh, okay. He's saying, like, isn't finding this information stalking? It's like, no, obviously not. Going to a website and searching someone's video transcript is not stalking them. It's utilizing publicly available tools.
Oh, I am going by information Mutahar has made public through pieces of media he's voluntarily published on his YouTube channel, or public media appearances he has consented to. I'm also using information from a video that shows his LinkedIn page, which is something he seems to be cool with. He can do whatever he wants in his private life, but if he's claiming to be a doctor or an engineer to make his perspectives more valuable to an audience,
He claimed that he's a doctor? Like Dr. Mutahar?
validating the truthfulness of these claims about his life become a matter of public interest. If a History Channel was receiving undisclosed funding from a foreign state, publishing that information would be in the public interest, even if that knowledge was gained through violations of privacy.
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Whoa.
Dating the truthfulness of these claims about his life become a matter of public interest. If a History Channel was receiving undisclosed funding from a foreign state, publishing that information would be in the public interest, even if that knowledge was gained through violations of privacy. Violating someone's privacy to humiliate them by exposing their porn browsing habits would not be in the public.
Okay, thank you. I was confused. I thought he was comparing the two there. That completely confused the fuck out of me. All right,
you claim to care
God
about
damn
rape,
it, bro.
and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
There we go.
Just wait for it. Some of examples he repeats are wild. With
I'm
how
glad
much
he said that,
repeats
though.
himself.
No, I'm glad
It's
he
way
said
more
that.
than
That's pretty
pirate
reasonable.
software with his experience at Blizzard, and I am not joking about that.
Oh my god, is that going to be a comparison now? This was good timing. Yeah.
Interest. But I haven't gone there, and I don't need to. I also completely disavow and denounce any kind of harassment or actual stalking behavior.
All right, we know this. We don't need to hear the disclaimer. Get in there. All right, here's Mutahar in 2021, folks.
Is not.
Woo boy, Mutahar in 2021. Hey, yo. There we go.
YouTube isn't my job. Thank God my job isn't YouTube. YouTube is not my job. YouTube is not my job. YouTube is not my job. YouTube is...
Okay, YouTube is not my job either, right? But like, I don't know. That excuse worked a lot better last year when when YouTube made less than my job. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not my job. Like, there's 40 hours in the work week that I'm not doing YouTube, but like, yeah, I mean, at some point it becomes a substantial revenue source, and that's kind of hard to ignore.
It's not my job. YouTube is not my job. I use YouTube as a hobby. This is
Like, does he make more money? When he says that YouTube is my hobby, is he making more money on YouTube than other avenues of his life? Because that is a legitimate question. YouTube, to me, is a hobby, right? But, like, it would be kind of fucked up if I didn't imply that it's currently, like, a main income source, right?
It's not a job for me, okay?
He works a regular 9 to 5.
Like, what does that mean? If you work a 9 to 5 job, what 9 to 5 is paying more money than the Some Ordinary Gamers YouTube channel? That thing probably prints money. I see your views, right? Like, you must have a really fucking good job.
I work a regular job every day. I go to my office, I work, I come home, I cut together the video that I recorded the night, or 2 nights or whatever before, and I post that on the internet. It is a therapeutic, fun thing for me.
So what is that job? If you ask Mutahar's fans, they think he's a cybersecurity expert, an IT professional, a video editor. Ethan said, day trader? There seems to be an awful lot of uncertainty about—
Dude, that's a crazy... Dude, day trader to cybersecurity expert is like Anissa Jomha coming out and saying there were between 1.5 and 3 million pirated broadcasts of Creator Clash. That's how much of a fucking, like, a deviation that is.
this definitely real job that Mutahar has. Mutahar's also insisted that—
And I'll tell you right now, Mutahar does not compose himself like somebody who doesn't need YouTube money. Now, maybe he's wealthy enough, right? That he could live pretty well. But like, as somebody who has a secondary income or whatever, Mutahar is like very, very panicky for somebody who doesn't really need to be doing this.
throughout his career that he is an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a fucking engineer.
I'm a goddamn engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer.
I'm only an engineer. Oh, I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I'm just an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm just a fucking engineer. I'm a
So he's running trains on Linux computers right now. That's why he's an engineer. Choo choo! All aboard! Hoo boy! Here we are. We're testing out the floppy disk today.
engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. As an engineer, being an engineer, I don't have to tell you as an engineer. I'm just a dumb engineer as an engineer. My engineer asked, but as an engineer, so I'm just a fucking dumb fucking engineer. Like I can told her, like I'm an engineer. But I'm an engineer as an engineer.
If the job is real and it makes more money than dude, I don't know what Mutahar's job is. I don't pretend to know it. But I do know that his channel probably makes a fuckload of money. I don't know what job he could do while also being this terminally online, unless it's like day trading, right? Like day trading would make sense. I don't know what he could possibly be doing that would be making less than this fucking YouTube channel.
I'm an engineer. As somebody that is an engineer, as an engineer. I'm saying I'm the number one engineer as an engineer. As an engineer. All right, as an engineer, I'm just an engineer. Speaking as somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
But there's multiple types of engineers, so what kind of engineer is he?
He can drive trains.
I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
And I'm just like a computer engineer by
Dude, this guy's got like Discord talking points. He's a robot.
default.
Like, I'm a fucking computer.
Dude, imagine if Mutahar was AI the entire time and like the Mutahar experiment ended. That's why he deleted Twitter.
Engineer. And
I'm a fucking computer engineer. You want to talk about cyber warfare?
I'm a computer engineer by trade.
I'm a computer engineer. And
I'm a computer engineer.
Okay, I get it. Over 10 years or something, or like 6 years, he said he was a computer engineer a lot. I imagine there's a point.
But it's a bit more protected, especially in Ontario where Mutahar lives. Now, I do want to give the disclaimer that I'm not a lawyer or a Canadian.
I don't even know what that means. Oh my god, he said Ontario? I thought he said fucking Narnia. What the fuck is this accent, dude?
Mutahar lives. Now, I do want to give the disclaimer
I imagine that's public info.
protected, especially in Ontario where Mutahar lives.
It sounds like a fucking fictional land.
Now, I do want to give the disclaimer that I'm not a lawyer or a Canadian. I'm just a guy who looks stuff up online, and based on what I've read...
Dude, that just sounds like somebody's never heard of Canadian provinces before. Actually, hold on. Is that a province? Maybe I'm sounding dumb right now.
It's actually illegal to call yourself an engineer if you are not a licensed engineer.
Okay, but nobody actually cares about that, right? Nobody's like, well, actually, it's illegal to say that you're a card-carrying engineer, my friend.
The Ontario Engineering Regulatory Body, Professional Engineers Ontario, claims to take offense to even titles like software engineer.
Death penalty. Death penalty. Get him now. Death penalty.
Being
No, I think that's valid. I mean, it's a valid talking point. You know, Nick Andros is probably not going to be annoying about this. But you know who's going to be annoying about this?
On Twitter.
Chatters.
I've unfortunately worked with crypto bros turned cybersec bros. They don't last long. Lol, engineer, is in my job title. Does
Dude,
that make me more qualified than Muda?
No, but it's always like the chatters who are like, he's actually breaking the law. Are you aware that it's illegal to call yourself an engineer? He'll be arrested immediately. It reminds me of the actually, are you aware that Sniper Wolf is breaking the law by being a doxer right now and going to Jax Films' house? She will be arrested within the hour, and it's like it's never happening. Please stop. But it's not usually the YouTuber who says that. It's more of like the audience who's like, he's going to be arrested immediately.
used instead of software developer, but they do make an exception for terms like train engineer, broadcast engineer, or sound engineer, which are not professional engineers in the same way that a computer engineer.
Arrested? No. Fined? Maybe? Bro. That's not even wishful thinking. That's like hopium, bro. You've like snorted shitloads of hopium. I don't know, dude. I've seen crazy shit happen, so I'm not gonna put money on it, but like, there's no fucking way.
Engineer or a civil engineer would be. Calling yourself a computer engineer to a public audience is like saying that you're a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer. You might as well call yourself a doctor or a...
There's more of a likelihood that Mutahar is gonna sue Noah Samson than he's gonna get fined for calling himself an engineer. And I gotta be honest, I think both of those are not happening.
Therapist. For Mutahar to be a licensed computer engineer, for him to be able to legally call himself a computer engineer, or an engineer in general, he would need a 4-year degree, 4 years of training, and to pass the National Professional Practice exam. If he had just a degree...
Now, do you think that Nick would say, and I'm not reading this from a chatter, this is just something that I'm saying in the third person. Now, do you think that Nick would say the same if Mutahar pretended to be a lawyer? Probably not. No, that's probably hypocrisy. That's probably a pretty fair one. It's just kind of chimed into my head. If Mutahar lied about being a lawyer, I would probably think that's significantly more bad. Because I guess I can kind of map out what I know a lawyer is, but that's also something that he could be using to bolster his credibility in his regular content. But he does a lot of videos on fucking virtual machines and shit. So maybe I'm being too harsh. I could see it.
Then he could only call himself a computer engineer graduate. This is where things become a little bit difficult, because Mutahar is apparently not just a computer engineer.
I'm a video engineer now. I think I know how this shit fucking works.
Lying about being a lawyer is straight up illegal. Okay, so I need to just like pull you back down to earth for a second. I don't give a fuck what the laws are. The local laws, the federal laws, the Geneva Convention. Okay, fuck them all, dude. I'm arguing from a purely moral standpoint. I don't give a fuck what the law says of the jurisdiction that he's in. I'm judging him as a person, not as the Canadian court. You know what I mean? Like this YouTube channel isn't just being like, he broke the law, therefore he's bad at that. This is like the same Destiny arguments as well. It's like, I don't care about how the court case goes, bro. I heard what he said. That was bad.
Out of an engineer. Like, if I wasn't a computer science engineer, I wouldn't speak about Elon.
Yeah, I mean, it is fucking super. I will say, from a purely moral perspective, it's pretty fucking cringe if he's lying.
On being an idiot. But as an engineer, yeah, I'm going to call him a fucking idiot because he does do idiotic statements.
This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer,
a computer engineer is...
And he does pull from this...
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Nick, what's your job?
Fucking your mom.
Very much a real thing. But a video engineer or a broadcast engineer isn't a real professional engineer. While computer science graduates often work in software development, sometimes called software engineering, computer science isn't an engineering discipline. So computer science engineer doesn't really make sense. Cybersecurity engineer is once again using the word engineer as just a job title.
Yeah.
Mutahar clearly wants the prestige of being perceived as an engineer, given that he's been calling himself an engineer for the past 10 years. And he uses this title to make himself more authoritative.
But I'm an engineer. I know how this stuff is going, so I'm not even speaking out of pocket right here, okay? If you want to disagree with me...
It's funny because Mutahar and I have like two completely different philosophies. What's your job, Nick? None of your fucking business. Mutahar, what's your job? Bro, YouTube is not my job. It's a hobby. But as an engineer, I can talk about this with extreme... He's like, you can't just like... I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will bring it up as much as I can.
Feel free, but you're actually wrong. As somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance, hearing...
Went at Boogie's throat for lying. Oh, there are many hypocrisies that you can pull up, for sure.
Elon talk about computers and anything code-related is actually mind-bogglingly stupid.
It's not clear what kind of an engineer he is. So, what education does he have?
Like, it's a really good explanation of why, like, I picked engineering as, like, the road to go down when I was studying. I'm like...
So, he would have an engineering degree.
I went to university for computer sciences, and that's it.
Education background, asking because a lot of CS knowledge.
Like, I don't know why people answer this question. I think I've answered this before as well, in some capacity, but, like, it's really none... I just say, like, I have a comp-sci degree, and then I don't really elaborate at all. Because, like, it really is nobody's business.
Yeah, well, I did computer engineering.
We hit the goal.
Went to
Thank
college.
you.
That's what I did.
Okay, so at least a computer science degree.
I thought when I got into university for a while, and I dropped out like a semester in because I was like, okay, no.
Oh, he dropped out after a semester.
Whoa!
I'm a dropout myself.
Okay, now this is getting... All right, it has gotten interesting now. Now it has gotten interesting.
I've never finished university, but I'm not going to dog on like school. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to learn to be
valuable.
Yeah, if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, if you're going to be in the STEM field.
Wait, okay, hold on, wait, whoa. What does he mean university there though? Is he is he saying he has an undergrad degree and he dropped out somewhere else? Because that could be possible, right?
You need to go to university, okay?
You need to go to university to be an engineer, but Mutahar is a dropout. He has no degree.
At this point, we can pause the video at the 9-minute mark, and my response is Mutahar needs to address this in some capacity. That was like the marker right there, because now it's like he's got a clip of Mutahar saying he's an engineer, and he's got a clip of Mutahar saying he's a college dropout. If this is something that can be corrected, it should be corrected, and I do think it's worth engaging with, for sure. Especially as this video grows, he should respond to this in some capacity. That was like the marker right there.
Were you a computer science major? Yeah, that's what I went to for college for a little bit, dropped out of it, you know.
Yeah, but this is enough now to actually like raise the question, is this accurate? And it's a pretty fair question to ask.
I feel like there's a weird misconception. People think I'm like some fucking crazy degree holder. It's like, no.
Well, I mean, it would be based off of the hundreds of clips we just watched.
No, I would have been way more in fucking university debt if I went down that fucking route.
Did he go back? Well, do you think he went back in the last 4 years? They got clips of him claiming he's an engineer before this, right?
I sure wonder why people might have that impression.
Is it bad if you don't get a STEM degree? Look, I'm gonna sound biased as fuck, but STEM degrees all the way. I'm gonna sound biased because, you know, as an engineer, like, you know, you want to get the degree that's gonna get you a job. You know, a good job. Not saying other.
Dude, comsci people hearing that it's like the best degree to get going into it when I was getting into college and then leaving when AI has just been announced. Like, dude, hey guys, I know you just spent like thousands and thousands of dollars on college, but
the degrees can't, but like,
dude, AI just dropped, dude. AI just dropped.
You gotta be smart.
Sometimes he says he.
That's every job true. You know what? It's also video essayists. So, yeah, we pivoted to streaming last year because I'm now the content.
Didn't always want to be an engineer.
My biggest thing.
You better fucking love my personality because that's the only thing they can't copy.
Was I didn't really want to be an engineer anyways.
Dude, learn to code, you coding losers.
Growing up, I didn't really want to do anything. I actually wanted to do law. I didn't go through law. Honestly, I didn't even want to be an engineer when I grew up. Like, I wanted to be a lawyer for the longest times.
Oh my god, dude. In a parallel universe, he's been saying he's a lawyer but never passed the bar.
Other times he says he's a former engineer.
So like being a former engineer, like I virtualize like everything, so I like contain shit. And
even an ex-engineer.
The coolest ways possible.
X means extreme, by the way. That's what he doesn't understand here. He's an extreme engineer.
I'm like a fucking ex-engineer.
But here's the thing. He's been saying he used to be an engineer, or that he worked as an engineer for 10 years.
I wanted to share sort of my...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say to the other guy. It's like, well, maybe he went back. It's like, this clip's 2021, and he's been saying it's for a real long while, you know? I don't know. Look, I also don't even... If there's some cringy example, like, what do you even say in this scenario? Maybe he turns around and goes, oh, I just said a bunch of random shit, because then it, like, makes it harder for me to get, like, doxxed or something. I don't even think that's a good example here, because he's, like, being boastful about it, right? Like, I know Aiden has done something interesting that I can't say out loud. Never mind. I almost totally outed Aiden. Wait, never mind.
Engineering background with you. Okay, I worked as a fucking engineer, all right, before I went into this shit. I think I know this.
This video is an ad. This is an ad for fucking Intel. This is an ad for like redact.dev, dude. Even though none of these clips are from places that website can actually help you in.
I also like to mess around with technology. I myself used to be an engineer before I went into the video editing route.
Mutahar started his channel in...
Dude, I left my lucrative job of being an engineer to become a video editor, dude. Holy fuck, dude. They're making crazy bazinga bucks, dude.
2012, the same year he turned 18. By video editing route, he means...
Dude, the engineering degree was actually at the University of fucking Polythysemia Vera.
Find yourself Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
That he switched careers after his
channel. By the way, I would have never...
Super Engineer 3.
Dude, I would have never even watched this video 3 years ago. I would have just assumed this was like bullshit and got completely misinformed and then got on stream and asked where it all went wrong. Like, that would have been fucking me, right? But, Mutahar just lies so consistently that I'm not even surprised if things turn out to be fake anymore.
And taking off.
And the interesting thing about this whole YouTube stuff is it actually made me change my entire career choice.
You know, I never.
Wait, what do you mean your hobby changed your entire career? Wait, what? Okay.
I really thought of myself as an individual who, I mean, I express talents in film production and everything, and you know, I never really threw myself into it. I did stuff on the side.
Nick started insulting me viciously.
The ending is Chef Kiss. I didn't see the Harmful Opinions one, but I was thinking of watching it after, depending on how much I like this one. I have heard through the grapevine the Harmful Opinions one is even better, and there's even more shit in there now. So this is like a big fucking. This is gonna be like a big thing now. That's what's gonna happen here. This is gonna be a big thing.
Before YouTube as well. But this really changed me, and it made me more passionate in the whole, you know, video production side too. So now that is my field of choice. Now I work as a video editor. For those of you who don't know what I do outside of YouTube, I do that. I work as a video editor for my own post stuff.
All the programming, cybersecurity, penetration testing work he talks about early on are jobs he's
Dude, now he went from penetration testing to getting... Okay, never mind.
Supposedly did before he did YouTube, and he didn't like doing it.
Before this, I was a depressed individual, and I was going to go through a certain set path in my career and just go through that and move on, right? And there was a point where I really didn't think there was much else. I was going to go through the motions and everything. And then, you know, to cut down on the stress, and I still have stress issues nowadays, but, you know, back then
I'm telling you, dude, that is probably the answer for all of this. He's probably just a people pleaser who has like crippling anxiety. I know that's not the fun answer. I know that's not the answer everyone wants to hear. They want to hear he's like a pathological lying sociopath, schizophrenic freak. He's probably a guy with a lot of anxiety. And he also probably just lies a lot. That's probably what happens here. I don't know. I mean, these guys, dude, people are usually losers and not masterminds in drama. All right, everyone wants to open up the curiosity door and find out that the guy they don't like is actually fucking Lex Luthor. All right, a Marvel reference, dude. DC Marvel reference. He's actually fucking Lex Luthor, who's out here trying to like destroy everybody and every. But usually, more times than not, he's just a moron.
Crazy amount of depression and stress issues.
We can make fun of him being, oh, absolutely.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape
dude.
Review.
Thanks.
What kind of pen testing, Hassan?
Oh, God, dude. Dude, oh, yeah, I see the next one already. I see the next one already.
Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Penetration testing? Mutahar.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And so to counteract that, I decided, you know, why not do YouTube? And so, you know, one night I went onto the Google Create account and did it, and, you know, and then we started making videos. I told you guys, I'm a guy who used to code bank applications. Really boring shit.
Bank applications? What does that mean?
Now I'm a dude who cuts stuff together.
Because, by the way, dude, Mutahar, there's another thing that I haven't even mentioned yet. Mutahar claims to own, like, chains of 7-Elevens. Do you remember that? Like, Ethan Ralph made like a racist shot saying, I liked it better when you're kind. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm going after? And Mutahar's like, worked in a 7-Eleven. I own 7-Elevens or something. Like, that's another one. Mutahar is an engineer who owns 7-Elevens, who does YouTube as a hobby, who's a real estate mogul. Like, this guy's got everything. This guy's literally fucking everything.
There.
That's why people think he's Tall Tales, though. That's literally it. They think he's Tall Tales because it just doesn't. How could he be all of these things, dude? This guy's a fucking superhero. You know? Oh, fuck. No. Holy fuck, dude. What is happening?
Alright, who edits stuff, you know, who does stuff for film, TV, all that stuff. And I can't stress to you all how important that is to me. And you all have inspired me to go out and chase that dream. You all inspire me to fucking sit in front of my computer and make a video when I have some off time, and I fucking love doing it.
Baby Mutahar liked to edit videos. And after starting YouTube, he switched careers from computer engineering to film and television.
He had 6 health! No way! I'm so mad. I am so fucking angry. I just got Mutahard. The game lied to me. I thought I was gonna win.
And this is where his actual education comes in.
I worked in film and TV before I still don't have a fancy fucking degree, okay? And there we go, I filmed it, alright?
I don't even have a fancy degree. Is insane. No, I guess bachelors aren't fancy.
I used my film degree to something.
He calls it a film degree, but it's actually a
Dude, he's a film engineer.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
You know, actually, I know a film engineer. I'm not even joking. I know one. Are you guys familiar with Harvey Weinstein? That guy has seen his way around trains in the film industry. Holy shit, dude. Harvey Weinstein is the most famous film engineer I've ever seen.
2-year broadcasting/videography diploma he got from Humber College between 2013.
On Twitter. Is Muta the Indian Ty Lopez? Linux knowledge.
Dude, P. Diddy, dude, is one of the crazy. P. Diddy is a musical engineer. I hear they're very musical engineers.
And 2015. If he went back to studying to get an actual engineering degree, he never mentioned anything about it. Not a.
And by the way, right? Wouldn't the thing that you'd get from this Nick Andros video right now is, well, why would Mutahar lie? What is his incentive to just brag about being an engineer for a decade? And then you can understand why like. I just don't understand Mutahar anymore because he lies about such weird shit. How much credibility do you think he's really earned if he lied about being an engineer? Like, how much do you think that's like completely changed everyone's perception? I don't know. Mutahar feels like the kid who wore like fake Jordans to school and be like, dude, look at these shoes, bro. Look at them. He just looks like the guy who walks around with like a, you know, like a fake watch, fake shoes, just trying to like. That's what I got off of Mutahar.
Single slip. Mutahar was never a real engineer, but he's been calling himself one for a decade because of tech jobs he supposedly had before 2013 or 2012.
Because I never tell people like what I do. Like I never tell people anything, right? Like I don't even tell people I'm not an engineer. I haven't been one for like years, like fucking for eons at this point, right? Like in internet time.
What he calls him being an engineer is something he did for only a little bit.
I can imagine, like, for families, like, I mean, just...
But yeah, so, again, we're hearing a lot of these things in present tense, like, I am an engineer. I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon, Dr. Hahn. I am an engineer. I am an engineer, Nick Andros. I am an engineer.
An Indian family alone, it's like, son, you've got 3 choices for what you're doing, all right? You got 3 character classes. Doctor, engineer, or maybe a lawyer. All right, like, that's it. So, you know, I did one of them for a little bit, and then I just pretty much stuck to, you know, this life now.
Imagine if you worked as a mechanic in high school.
That's the thing. Yeah, there are people who do this. This is a common thing that I see is like misdirection. They leave breadcrumbs intentionally over a long period of time to actually like shield things that they are passionate about that they don't want people finding out about, because everyone finds out everything about your online life. It's only a matter of time, right? You get the anonymity, the sweet feeling of anonymity in a very short amount of time, and then it usually blows up, and then nothing really happens, right? I had my fun time getting doxxed like 3 months into being on YouTube, so yeah, I mean they ripped the band-aid off pretty early. You know what I mean? Like, there is always inherent danger when people know where you are, but nothing is scarier than not being doxxed. That sounds counterproductive and insane, but literally, dude, just imagine, right? Like, something is bursting because there's a lot of pressure, right? Something's building pressure and building pressure. Let's say this pressure was building for 6 years. Now, I gotta be honest with you. If you're a YouTuber, you're gonna be doxxed. It is the price of admission. It's not good. All right, it's not like a thing that we're happy about. We don't support it happening, and I don't like to participate in that kind of thing, obviously, and I'm critical when people do it. But ultimately, you have to realize that there are unhinged freaks, and some of them donate to you, and some of them dox you. You know what I mean? Like, dude, there are people who will give you shitloads of money, who I appreciate every single day, and then there are people who want to find where I live, and to accept one of those things and not accept the other. It's not possible. It's going to happen. So yeah, not getting doxxed is very scary because you're always wondering and waiting for when it's going to happen. Imagine if somebody told you the day you're going to die, right? Imagine if somebody told you that you are going to die and it's definitive and you know it's accurate. You're going to sit there panicking until that day comes. Because now you know, like, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to die on X day. So it's just pressure builds until, like, you actually die. Man, maybe that's not even a good example. Maybe someone's going to say you're going to die and they give you a window. You don't know when it's going to happen. You know it's inevitably going to happen. And they give you like a time frame that you could probably guess. But like you're spending your time in that window
Nicholas
expecting it to be like every
DeOrio's
second
video.
to the point where it makes you panic and stuff.
Tonight, babe.
Right? Like that's kind of it. That's what being doxxed on the internet kind of feels like. After you get doxxed and it's like over, it's like, oh, well, I mean, they're not going to dox me again. That already happened, right? I guess they could dox new information and you kind of set the tail back up again. Like my phone number getting doxed a couple of years ago kind of sucked, but yeah.
And 10 years after quitting that job, you're still introducing yourself as a mechanical engineer.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
From 2015 to 2020, he claimed to primarily work as a video editor.
That's because I'm a fucking editor in real life anyways, so... Ever since I became a video editor, and that was...
I guess the best example is, because maybe that didn't come out super well, is anybody here familiar with was it the Trump flag? Was that the thing? I think it was the Trump flag. Some musician or something, or like movie personality, put up a live stream where he was like showing his artwork, and then somebody traveled across the country to hang a Trump flag there. And then he kept trying to hide it. Shia LaBeouf, right? And then Shia LaBeouf moved it and kept trying to hide it. And this guy's got like tons of money, tons of resources. Yeah, he will not divide us. That was it. It was the he will not divide us thing. And they kept putting a Trump flag there. And then one guy on the internet, or a couple of guys, found out where the location was by honking a car horn randomly throughout like Los Angeles or something. I'm not getting all the fucking details right about this, but they just drove around honking and they had people reporting back whether you could hear the honking car. And eventually they found the location of the thing using like the clouds or like the stars to locate where exactly it is. If they can find a mural by Shia LaBeouf by using clouds or stars, they can find you. So yeah, inevitably, if you're an online personality, if somebody really wants to find you, they probably will. Yeah, they use planes and flight maps as well. I mean, I've seen people get doxxed off of like pictures of their house being compared to like Zillow ads.
My job in life. I work as a video editor. You know, that's my job.
By trade, what I do for a living is video editing.
And that's why I think it's impossible they haven't found the cure for cancer, all right? Welcome to Schizo Hour with Nick DeOrio. The government's covering it up.
He's a fucking video editor. Am I a fucking passionate video editor? Do I like my job? Yes, I do. My job is video editing. I'm a video editor by trade. No, I'm video editor.
So yeah, all these clips of the video editor thing, they're contradictory to the engineering claim.
You know, that's how I pay for the strip club and the home.
And initially called himself a video engineer.
I'm a video engineer now.
Okay, that's cringy. Wait, what is that? What is that, dude? Okay.
I think I know how this shit...
An engineer of stats.
Fucking works.
It's not a real engineering job, but he was still calling himself an engineer. In 2019, he conflated being a video engineer with being a computer engineer.
I'm a computer engineer, so I really...
So is this like a tall tale? It's like, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm basically an engineer. I'm a video editor, and I'm engineering the algorithm. And you know, the algorithm is probably like run by some big computer somewhere, right? So I guess I'm a computer engineer. And you know, a computer engineer, I mean, a lot of those people go to college for it. So I'm not saying I'm like that kind of engineer, but what I am saying is that like I did go to college once, so I'm an engineer.
Computer video.
Is that what they're saying happened here?
Video engineer, whatever you want to call it. I'm one of...
Yeah, I'm actually like a social engineer. Dude, I went to the police, dude. The internet police.
Those people, so...
Again, totally different qualifications. One is an actual professional engineer, the other is a job title. In 2020, Mutahar claimed to be an exceptionally successful day trader.
Now, for those of you who don't know, one of my side hobbies turned basic...
And you know why this video is so effective? It's effective because Mutahar could just come out and prove it all wrong immediately if it's inaccurate, right? Every hour that Mutahar doesn't respond to this or tries to cope saying like, oh, I don't need to respond to this, all he would have to do is like show a degree, right? All he would have to do is show a degree, and or like job history of some capacity, right? Even if it's not a place that he's actively at right now, and that would like quell some of this, right? Like if it's extremely easy for Mutahar to prove he is an engineer. It's extremely difficult to make an allegation like this when somebody holds all the cards. It reminds me of Bo Black's Creator Clash coverage. Like, it's extremely risky to make a video saying numbers about Creator Clash sales, knowing that they hold the books, right? If it's inaccurate, they can immediately prove you wrong. If Mutahar is an engineer, okay, it would be extremely easy to disprove it. That's why the video is so effective if he doesn't respond.
You know, general second profession of mine is day trading, swing trading, whatever you want to call it. I like to sit in the mornings, sip my coffee, you know, go on the NASDAQ, see what I can look pre-market, buy, sell, and be done by, what, 11 or something, and call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's something that I've been doing for almost a year, give a couple months, and it's definitely a very, it's a fun part of my lifestyle. I'm a very mathy guy. I do a lot of calculations in my head. I lose money, but I generally have an 80-85% success rate, and that's just the nature of this stuff.
In 2021, he claimed his job was trading and investing.
My job right now, I just sit around and trade and invest. That's what my job is.
But he was still an engineer or a computer engineer. Apparently his dad calls him an engineer who knows computers.
I'm sitting in the room, it's like...
Dude, again, I kind of empathize a little bit because it's so easy to get clipped into a 30-minute video from things that you have said across live streams for a decade. Like, it is easy to make people look bad, but this just looks really shit. It like, just looks awful.
On Nicholas
when it comes to computers, do you talk about it with my son? Do you act like an intelligent person? Because my son's a fucking engineer, okay? If I'm wrong about computers, I'm gonna believe what my son says because he's the fucking engineer, not a doctor. Like, fucking insane, dude.
But he also just sits at home and invests money.
I invest. That's my job now. I just sort of sit home and invest.
That's why they think he's like a day trader, right? Like, he just invests.
Invest money.
Now, if I was ashamed of only being a YouTuber, that is the job I'd be claiming to have. When asked by guests on his podcast about his computer work, he claimed it's only a hobby now.
I don't know how much you want to delve into this, but...
Oh no, dude. Oh god, it's Wavy. Holy fuck, dude. Wavy. I don't know how much you want to delve into this, Mutahar, but I was really curious about what kind of engineering work you do while you're making the new update to the Rosanna Pansino video on main channel.
But, like, you do, so do you do computer stuff on the side, or that's your main thing?
I literally just invest money. Like, I buy property and I invest and...
Oh, that's what he means. So not day trader. This is the other thing that he... Yeah, dude, it jumps from engineer to real estate mogul. This guy is literally like fucking, he's a superhero.
That's all I do now.
You're at that point now, you're that big of a baller, Buddha?
I wouldn't say it's like baller, it's just like
Do you do programming? I don't know why that took me 3 different ways to ask that.
I do it it's more of a hobbyist thing now for me personally. I'm trying to like work around with consoles at this point, like reverse engineer shit that I have.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So that's what I'm into now. It's just like it all has become like a hobbyist thing for me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like for me, I look at it, it's like...
Now, it's funny because he's saying that the engineering aspect of his life has become a hobby, but the YouTube aspect is also a hobby. You know, that could kind of be true. He could be making more money off real estate than he is on his channel. If he has that many properties and he's got like a rich like investment portfolio, then that could kind of get him there to the point where this is a hobby again. I could see that.
Woodworking and shit, like those woodworking channels. I'm like,
you're mad at Boblax for being unemployed, yet you're mad at Muta for being super employed. Is there any pleasing you, Nicholas? Well, dude, again, like, it's so funny because my philosophy was like, stop hanging around YouTubers who have literally nothing because they have nothing but time to be fucking schizophrenic. Like Flamenco, right? Like, Flamenco has literally nothing going for him. He has no career. He has nothing to lose. He's way too small to have any, like, stake in the game. Hang out with people like Mutahar because they have stuff to lose, so they can't legally... they literally can't legally be afford to be crazy, right? Like, how could Mutahar be unhinged? He has so much to lose. And then I realized that, like, even those people are crazy. So, like, just then we just gotta stop hanging around YouTubers because every YouTuber is apparently fucking crazy. They're all crazy people. It blew up my worldview, and this guy became weird.
Yeah, this is just like me sitting down for 2 hours, like killing time and like working on a long form project, but not something that I would ever care to ever be bothering doing again, even as a career path. It's just too stressful. Sure. It's like boring.
That's the crazy. Wait, is he talking about?
Form project, but not something that I would ever care to ever be bothering doing again, even as a career.
He thinks that being an engineer is too stressful, so he runs a YouTube channel. Is that what he's saying
Career
here?
path is just too stressful.
Sure.
It's like boring. Well, compared to anything that we do now.
It's too stressful how boring it is to be an engineer. Or no, he's talking about YouTube.
You know.
In 2023, he's calling himself an engineer a lot. Just
I miss Spurg drama like the flamenco drama. Well, when you get into Spurg drama with flamenco, you have to debate him 15 times on the same thing you talked about on the first call. That's just, I'm sorry. It's fun content for you guys, but like the 15 flamenco debates was a bit too much. I was kind of tired of it by that point. But you're a bitch if you don't go to debate 15 where you talk about the same thing as the first one.
like before, but in March,
As somebody who won all of those conversations, holy fuck, dude, it was so boring.
he claims he just invests money again.
Were you into business before doing YouTube? No. After, like, you know, I worked and then it's pretty much like my job. Like, I worked and then now I have enough money to, like, you know, buy property
And that's a 2023 clip, by the way. Don't be fooled by the audio quality.
and, like, invest and...
Don't be fooled by the 1 HP about to cry attitude that Mutahar is exhibiting here. This is March of 2023.
Pretty much what I do.
Actually, wait. Stream archive. Could be older. Could be older. I apologize. Could be older. Could be older.
In August, he gave the impression he still worked as an engineer.
All right, as an engineer, if I show up to my office and I fuck up, okay, I don't have a job anymore.
But then he also mentions working at his own company that does asset management and property development.
At our company, like not YouTube, but outside YouTube, like when it comes to our main work property and everything, like our...
Dude, all this is doing is like feeding my goopy goblin brain that says that Mutahar is Tall Tales and he's a complete fucking fraud. That's all that's happening right now. Is my goopy goblin brain is like, yes, yes, yes. You're right. He is Tall Tales, man. Holy fuck, dude. He is Tall Tales, man.
Asset management, property development, stuff like that.
So before YouTube, Mutahar
That was a Nakey Jakey reference, if you're wondering.
did the computer, programming, cybersecurity work he thinks entitles him to call himself an engineer. Between 20...
This is way too specific to be a complete lie. You ever see Star Wars? Bill Burr joke? Yeah, Star Wars is incredibly specific. They made 9 of those movies. It never happened. There's lore, there's books, there's an entire extended universe. They made comics about it, there's video games, there's television shows. Did you know none of that stuff ever happened?
2013 and 2015, he's studying his videography diploma. From 2015 to 2020, he's a video editor, and from 2021 onwards, he's a day trader, investor, and eventually the CEO of his own...
Wait, it did happen, prove it. Dude, there's no way this is...
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Does Muta work at the 7-Eleven he owns too?
Okay, dude. Alright, let's chill. Let's chill out. But that was such a lie, dude. Mutahar said that he left the internet around the time where the Nux drama was heating up because too many people were tweeting poo in the loo jokes. That's not true. I don't care what you say. I don't care what his wife says. I don't care what any of these people say. Bro, I knew that from a mile away that guy was fucking lying about that shit, dude. There's no fucking planet where Mutahar is like, someone tweeted another joke about Indian people. I've got to delete the app. There's no fuck... Dude, you have to be like, I don't know. I have some crazy shit to sell you if you bought that shit, dude. There's no way.
Own company that does...
Wife? Oh, dude. Bro, I'm gonna go fucking conspiracy mode, dude. There are clips of Mutahar that I have heard where he refers to his wife as his girlfriend. And they are not in the order in I don't have access to them, but like there is question on whether Mutahar is married or not because he uses the word girlfriend and wife interchangeably sometimes. And people are wondering if he's like formally been married. That's like dude, that's how deep this goes, where people think that he just lies about random shit that you don't need to lie about. Now again, that could be easily disproven as well, and I'm not like making a formal allegation about it, but it's just like Chinese whispers. Like, is this dude married? Like, is that what's I don't know.
Asset management and property.
Dude, Nick Andros, could you use your fucking searching tool to find out how many times he's referred to his wife as his girlfriend after they got married? Is there like a clip of that? I don't.
development. He's also calling himself an engineer the whole time.
Thank you for hitting the goal.
We already know he's not an actual engineer, but is he actually a business owner? Because there's some weird inconsistencies in the things he says about it as well.
As a boss, and I don't know, like, this is gonna sound like kind of cold, but I don't make jokes at the office. I don't make any fucking jokes at an office.
Well, you're not very funny, Mutahar.
I am not
I don't know.
This kind of Mutahar, okay? So to explain,
dude, he walks in the office, is like, Mutahar, do you have the documents? He's like, oh boy, me Mutahar here, and yeah, today what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be checking the security on a major Fortune 500 company.
what kind of person I am, like at the office, I'm just like, how's work? What are we doing? What's the plan for today? Like literally, it's as matter of frank as I can be. I don't partake in jokes. I don't do any of that fucking shit. And if I see fucked up jokes, you know, which I haven't seen, I stop that shit right there. I always have to, like, you always have to be professional at your office. And sometimes you come across as like...
You call your wife your girlfriend something? Yeah, I know, I understand that. I understand that. And also, people do get married in private.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Unfortunately, sometimes people make that public.
Keffel's appreciated.
But sometimes people get married in private and don't say anything.
He would be a better narrator of his life if he just stick to the 9-to-5
that's why I'm not making an
programmer
allegation.
who hit the algorithm jackpot and has play money now for risky investments and real estate. Bro comes off a drunk gambler.
Oh no, he works at HR. Dude, could you imagine? It's like, ooh boy, buddy, I gotta be honest with you. When you slapped Kathy's ass out in fucking sales, that was a problem. Ooh boy, me Mutahar here, and you're not getting a pension.
a deadpan motherfucker, but it's better to be deadpan than, you know, turn your office into like... What I mean is, like, I never would have my office turn into like frat house workplace. Like, it would never be a frat house.
Wait, dude, no, dude, is he fucking Muta HR? Oh god, dude, it's Muta HR.
Never allow his office to turn into a frat house. But 8 months later...
To be fair, like, there is a betting pool in amongst, like, my office friends, because we do talk about, like, which gig streamer's dying first.
Yeah, and,
Isn't that pretty fratty? Isn't that a fucked up joke?
And if I see fucked up jokes...
Alright, I don't know about the consistency level there. Yeah, Mutahar grandstands and like... Yeah, Mutahar grandstands a lot, so that's where I would chalk this one up.
You know, which I haven't seen. I stopped that shit right there.
Maybe he just sucks at maintaining a professional culture. Could it be possible?
Alright, I don't really care about the professional culture in the workplace thing. Let's zoom a little ahead here. Because, I don't know. I don't want to watch the whole video either. I'd rather give you an opportunity to go watch this on your own. So we're going to move up ahead.
Behind the curtain,
I don't think he even works in an office. Well, I mean, I'm coming away from this. I'm pretty convinced right now that you can't take Mutahar at his word for literally anything. So I'm already sold. Nick Andros has already sold me on this. It's just like, how much more can he show me?
Informed Mutahar actually is.
Like, for me, it's like the receipts,
Crazy.
if I could tabulate them up every year, you know, like like during...
Dude, I thought you get a parachute. My man. Okay. All right, sorry.
In COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity, and it was like out of my personal...
Dude, I like the I gave away $200,000 of charity. That sounds like something Anissa would say when she explained where all the money went. Doesn't that sentence sound like the way that Anissa would describe the party creation?
Like during COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity.
Did you host Creator Clash? In the time frame of COVID, did you host Creator Clash?
And it was...
Oh, probably. Yeah, I feel like I would know the exact total, but apparently Mutahar's a baller. He doesn't know it.
It's like out of my personal accounts. I don't write any of this off for taxes because I don't believe...
He went at Boogie's throat for charity, too. Yeah, dude, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but Mutahar being exposed as, like, a hypocrite is kind of the same as Hassan getting exposed for, like, you know, getting extra treatment at Twitch or something. You know what I mean? Like, Twitch not, banning him equally with other creators, like the special treatment argument. It's literally the same. Mutahar just lies a lot. We kind of got that already.
Even writing off charity for tax, I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Writing off charity.
Fly in Vadim. Dude, we need to gas up Vadim to debate Mutahar, unironically. Vadim needs to get out there and be like, okay, like, I know we're going to talk about, like, internet politics right now and stuff, but I just wanted to know, are you an engineer? What? Yeah, of course I'm a fucking engineer. What are you talking about? Well, I watched this new video, and I'm hearing that you're not an engineer, buddy. Come on, guy.
Charitable donations is a shitty thing to do. How?
What is he being exposed for that we don't know his job? That Mutahar is like a pathological liar, and it looks like he's just completely fabricated a career. Now, I don't know if that's accurate, and he could obviously debunk that pretty easily, but Mutahar has like an extensive history of just kind of saying one thing, doing the exact opposite now. And it's like well documented. You kind of have to go la la la, can't hear it to not have an example. I'll link you a playlist in the VOD when you're watching.
Why? All that means is that the money you donated is tax exempt.
Thank you!
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Just curious, if asked would you ever join the unsubscribe podcast like how Tom and Brandon Buckingham did? That'd honestly be really funny TBH.
I don't know what that is. I'm not trying to Humegalol. If Tom and Brandon went on it, it's probably something. I have no idea who hosts that podcast. Is like, oh, it's like, is it? I don't know who the guy is. Like, who is that? Like, I'm aware it's on the screen. I just don't know who's on this podcast. The only one that I've seen on here that I know is Mutahar. It's right there. No, is that Donut Operator? That's who Donut Operator is. Okay, I don't know. Maybe.
For taxes because I don't believe in writing off charity for taxes.
But who else is on the show with Donut? I like when you said it's that guy right there. That's Donut Operator. That's the first time I've ever seen Donut Operator. Like, I didn't know that was Donut Operator. No, the other one is him. Brandon Herrera. Okay. Oh, that's Brandon Herrera. I don't even know who Brandon Herrera is. No offense to Brandon Herrera. What does he do? No, that's not Donut Operator. Donut is off camera to the left. I thought that Brandon Herrera batted for the New York Yankees.
I think it's a pretty shitty thing.
He's a gun tuber. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe.
Writing off charitable donations is a shitty thing to do.
Oh, no, that's Melky Cabrera. That's who I'm thinking of.
How? Why? All that means is that the money you donated is tax exempt. It means you can donate more money to charity, as Brandon Herrera says.
Brandon tried to run for Congress. Dude, YouTubers need to stay out of politics.
It's a pretty shitty thing to do. Well, for me, it's like...
Dude, stop. He's a gun engineer. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's a gun engineer.
The more money you can write off, the more money you can keep from the government and spend it better, you know, putting it toward more charity.
The money that
How can you be the CEO of a company, a serious businessman who knows his shit, but you don't understand basic accounting?
You want to talk about social battery, like...
All right, well, that's... hold on. Nick Andros, calm down. Calm down, Nick Andros. Okay? That's the one thing Mutahar hasn't claimed to be yet, an accountant. Unless there's a clip that's about to come up that's really funny. Listen, I can't blame him for not being an accountant. He has never claimed to be one.
I get up. I got to be in meetings every fucking day. My work day doesn't end until like 4 p.m. That's when I get...
He will claim it soon. Yeah, dude. I'm like an accountant, you know? I'm kind of like everything. I'm like Mr. Mom for jobs, dude.
A chance to open up the Premiere Pro project file for the video.
Wait, Brandon Herrera is actually a gun engineer? Wait, I didn't think that was a real thing. Actually, it must be a real thing now that I'm actually thinking more about it. Like, who creates the guns?
And I get to work on that, and then I get to upload that a day later. Like, I don't believe in days off. Like, I literally can't believe in a day off. Like, I'm always like jittery because I'm like, I want.
Well, I was thinking, oh, he's a gun tuber. No, he's not a gun tuber, Nick. He's a gun engineer. Because like making a joke at Mutahar's expense.
I do work. Like, I really do like enjoy doing work. Like, any day that I don't feel like I do my job, fucking cry about it. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
He works till 4 p.m. every day and cannot take a day off. However, he seemed pretty happy to take a day off to watch a video game commercial from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on a Thursday.
I love to read comment sections in videos.
Oh, this was the most insane lie. Unironically, out of all the lies, when Mutahar went on a rant about how much he loved the YouTube comment section, I was drinking something at the time. I think I spit it out. I literally think I spit fucking water all over my keyboard when I was laughing at this fucking clip. When he goes on a whole rant about how fucking rewarding it is to read the YouTube comment section. That blew my mind.
That is probably the best part of doing YouTube content creation, is reading the comment sections of what a video has to offer. You know, as a content creator, the coolest thing is like when you see like 1,000 comments on a video. Because I'm somebody that likes lurking internet forums and just reading internet discourse, right?
I mean, this is probably the biggest lie he's ever told in his career. Dude, and not only do I know that Mutahar shudders at criticism based off of some of the stuff that he's seen. I mean, this guy literally... I think he does read the comment section, but when he was fighting with the lolicon people, he was like, I fucking hate when these people go to my comment section. So maybe he does read it. Maybe he does read it. I don't think that he goes, ooh boy, can't wait to read all the positive comments today, and just starts scrolling, dude.
Especially when it comes to topics I enjoy. So when you read 1,000 comments, you're like, all right, shit, let me line up and get ready.
I don't think he's ever worked a job before. I think that people have like post Mutahar hate, like unhinged schizophrenia in some points. Prior to finding out that Mutahar is like kind of a fraud, I thought that Mutahar carried himself as like a pretty stable adult. Maybe I'm just like coping, but I think the general person looks at Mutahar and goes, okay, this like if you're surface level, this guy's kind of a well-adjusted, kind of a mature dude who's got like a job outside of here and like does this internet stuff on the side. He's got a lot going for him, and it seems like he's a pretty credible dude. Now, obviously, the Nux Taku drama happened, and then people started hyper-analyzing every single thing he's ever said in his entire career, and they found a lot more funky shit. But I think that like the general normie's opinion of him is he's pretty well-educated, and he's pretty well-spoken.
Boys, let me read that shit all day.
This guy has a wife, he's a CEO, he works 9 to 5, and he uploads daily.
And he's a real estate mogul.
How do you have the time to read YouTube comments from random people? Check this out.
You should be an upstanding...
I mean, when you're fighting with random people online because you don't like Mutahar and they think that he's like a fucking genius, billionaire, playboy philanthropist, okay? Don't come crying to me saying that I have hopium. I'm telling you what the majority of people think of Mutahar. Even after all this drama, the majority of people think that Mutahar is probably like a well-adjusted, intelligent adult who handles drama pretty well. That's why you guys get into so many slap fights in these comment sections.
Good citizen, okay? I wake up, I do my job, I come home.
Many of the instances where Mutahar says YouTube isn't his job are from videos where he rants about how unstable YouTube is as a job because of their never-ending policy changes. These things supposedly don't impact him. He does YouTube to relax, but he's always obviously upset in these videos. He consistently paints himself as a hard worker.
It sounds like you worked really hard in high school.
Oh my god, dude, Dr. K. Dr. K puts out some of the most fucking hilarious clips, because like everyone who goes on there should not be on Dr. K talking about their emotions.
You're talking about taking night classes, doing community service, like side jobs on the side, like...
Yeah, no, it's blurred. I'll help you understand.
He has this insane work ethic, but he's also curious about how Destiny can get so many things done.
I noticed that you do like a lot of canvassing, like you actually go out of your way, you've launched your own like podcast with like other people to bridges, and it's like, what is next really? Like, how do you kind of...
Well, the reason why Destiny can do that is he's terminally online. That's the only way. Like, Destiny is terminally online, so he can clearly balance live streams, podcasts. Oh, do I want to make a huge low blow right now? I actually think this is probably personally crossing a line, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll say what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to really substantiate it. I mean, like, if he wasn't so terminally online, he would probably have more time to like be a dad, right? It's not like he has tons of time and he's using it super efficiently. He's just terminally online and doing a lot of online things, and he's been able to like find time in that schedule to like to, I guess, canvas and stuff, because it ultimately benefits the online stuff as well. No, totally a fair shot. That wasn't the thing that I thought was underhanded. I don't know. I got sent like a heart-wrenching message the other day, and it really grossed me out.
Manage all that too. That's the other big thing that I kind of wanted to come into, because it's like, it really feels like you're a one-man show, but you're doing like a lot of shit and you're managing it pretty well.
Destiny's too lazy to cook for himself. He's not the workaholic with an excessively tight schedule he can never pull back. If Mutahar's stories about himself are true, he should not be impressed by Destiny at all. Mutahar also often claims that he's an immigrant and equates that to him being poor or his family being poor. He will say his father had to go through medical school twice, not recognizing the privilege of being able to go through it even once. You don't need to come up with all these hardships you've been through.
Again, this is like typical tall-tailed guys shit.
Everyone can already see your life is a struggle. You're not white, and you still can't say
Bro, that just jumped me. I just got fucking jumped by that. What the fuck, dude?
the N-word. He's got this other laugh about not buying anything expensive.
Very rarely am I trying to pay.
Don't tell me. Is Nick Andros going to point out his fucking Omega Seamaster? It's not really that expensive of a watch.
Full price for any of this computer crap. You don't need to, all right?
That would be me. If I wrote this video, I would be pointing out his droopy fucking Seamaster.
Overspend my money on crazy computer chairs. I think whatever I can get at Costco fits me fine enough. As far as my peripherals go, I have some SteelSeries headsets, keyboards, and a Logitech mouse, which I think is really awesome. If anything, I overspend on my monitor.
He's so frugal, but he also owns a...
Bro, dude. Oh, fuck. Same wavelength. What does that watch? Like $3,000? No, it's not like $3,000. What can you get a black Seamaster on bracelet for? I mean, there's like one expensive steel Seamaster. What is a black Seamaster bracelet? As far as like luxury watches go, it's kind of the entry level one, but it's still luxury. He's right. He's objectively right. It's luxury. Seamaster. I don't know what they go for after the price increase. Oh no, it's kind of close to $6,000. All right. I thought they were cheaper. You know why I thought they were cheaper? Because you can get a Hesselite. You can get a Hesselite Speedmaster for cheaper, but it's got like a plastic crystal. So, and I'm not talking about the Moon Swatch.
luxury diving watch worth almost 10 grand.
All right, whoa.
But he also owns a luxury diving watch worth...
Wait. What? What fucking... Where is that price from? Okay, now I'm interested. This has got my autistic fucking watch thing fixating. What is this exact
Nick
watch?
just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Oh, it's a chronograph. Dude, when I saw it the first time, I didn't realize he was wearing the chronograph. I thought he just had like the basic Seamaster. All right, Diver 300. What does the chronograph go for? I'm wrong.
Nicholas the GOAT, thank you for the $5, my man.
I'm actually wrong right now. Holy fuck, I'm wrong on... Dude, Nick Andros just owned me on watches. Okay. I don't even see the chronographs. Do they still sell it? Let me keep on scroll. There, chronograph. Dude, you're right. You're right. It's $9,000. Okay. Fuck, dude. I didn't even realize they made chronograph. Because a chronograph on a dive watch is kind of stupid. Isn't it? Isn't it, like, why would you want a chronograph on a dive watch? That just seems kind of dumb. To me, at least. But whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
Almost 10 grand. If you have an easy life because you were born to a rich family, just enjoy it. If you're rich, just enjoy being rich. Improve your production value. Get some acoustic treatment. Get some monitor arms. Show your audience that if you work hard and succeed in life, you can have nice things. Why not?
I think...
So what?
Dude, the broke versus woke version of this take is that if you portray yourself as more like, as not living a hyper luxury lifestyle, it also kind of excuses poor quality in videos. Like you could be, ooh boy, I'm Mutahar. This is my hobby. I just got out of bed today. I'm talking to you about the newest pedophile. Like that's kind of, hey dude, I have another job. I do this for a hobby. I'm covering this. I don't live a hyper luxury lifestyle, so my videos can be kind of shit quality and nobody really cares. Yeah. 9K is 12,000 Canadian. Yeah.
As Ethan Klein writes all along.
It's I just got out of bed and scratched my balls today, boys. Oh, dude, we got lots of stuff to discuss. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you that kind of, that feel.
Upload every day, and YouTube's not even my job.
Nick, do you know any Jurassic Park watches? I just bought a Jurassic Park watch. All right, one thing that we're doing, I bought from a YouTuber. What's his fucking name? It was a little pricey. I gotta be honest. I think it was a little too expensive for what it was. It's a modded Casio.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
It's a Casio. This is probably the most affordable bunch that I showed. But it's still a little much for what you're getting. World Timer? Is that what it's called? Casio World Time Jurassic. It's not like an official watch, but you can buy it from a guy on YouTube. So, this guy. Yeah.
This customer wanted a blockbuster moment right on his wrist. He was headed to the Jurassic Park premiere.
This is not mine. I didn't get it in silver. I got it in black.
And asked for something that didn't just rap original just to get in the zone and said, it's a warning label. If you could bring one creature back, what are you picking? And yeah, I know the
This is Nocturnal Time. He does, he does custom Casios. I got a blacked out version of this. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. His stuff's a little pricey though.
I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro.
I'm not going to claim that Mutahar has absolutely no jobs beyond YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure he does have some kind of job, but I think he's like tall talesing it a bit. That's usually what a tall tale guy does. It's like, huh, you're a real estate mogul? It's like, yeah, I own one other property and rent it, but it sounds better if I say that I have like a huge like real estate portfolio. It's like, wow, you're like a wealthy investor? It's like, yeah, you know, I got some XRP and I got some Bitcoin and some Ethereum, and I also have like some stocks that are pretty safe, and I hired somebody to manage it for me or something. It's like, oh wow, you're an engineer? Well, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what it is. It starts with like there is a truth at the bottom, and then you just like, well, you're online, so you can kind of just pad it, right? And know, who the fuck's gonna call me out for lying about this? And then this Nick Andros guy goes back and searches every single thing he's ever said, justifiably or not. Like that, somebody will do that, yeah.
And though the things he says about his business are very vague and inconsistent. However, he has definitely been lying about being an engineer for a decade, benefiting from the prestige, the authority, and the credibility.
So this is where I don't know if I think it's like that. Like, I think it's a big deal that you should be able to criticize him for, but I don't know how much of Mutahar's like wealth has come from lying about his prestige. I mean, if you go to Mutahar's channel right now, let's look at some of his biggest videos. I don't know if the deep web videos will really count. But like, how much do you think like being an engineer has like helped this YouTube channel? I mean, I could be convinced of this. Deep web exploration. Disney needs to shut down the Club Penguin server. I can't believe the video that I did with Mutahar is fucking is one of his top. That's insane. There is a TikTok cat killer right now. The map community is seriously disgusting. Dude, guys, nuclear take here. You're not gonna believe this one. Don't search that on YouTube. It's like, has he probably benefited from the prestige of being an engineer in some capacity? Yes. Have I been aware of Mutahar for 5 years now and I didn't know that he was an engineer? Yes. I just thought he had a job in like the coding field. I didn't know that he was an engineer, and I didn't hear the clips of him saying it. And I'm sure that is also mirroring a lot of my audience as well. Now, again, it is possible that that's the case. It just wasn't my personal experience interacting with him.
That comes with that label. You don't call yourself an engineer dozens of times.
But if he said he was a lawyer, I think that'd be a big deal. Yeah, I think that'd be crazy. If they even showed me one clip of somebody who doesn't have a fucking, like, who's never passed the bar saying that they're a lawyer, people will endlessly mock them until the end of the earth. So I think there's kind of a double standard there.
Without specifying.
And it's like, it's because it's against the law. It's like, no, that's not why. No, that's not why. Now, you could argue it's more relevant to the types of content that we engage with, because we cover law stuff all the time, and a guy lying about being a lawyer could kind of like directly impact financially the type of money he's going to make from those videos. So I mean, there's probably more of an incentive to lie about being a lawyer than there is to be an engineer. But I mean, I still don't think it's like a nothing burger if he lied for a decade about being an engineer, truly.
You're talking about programming jobs you did 10 years ago. He's clearly mostly just a self-taught.
But he's saying it's like he has some official credentials. I'm okay. I am acknowledging that, and I'm not even telling you that it's wrong to think it's cringe. I do think it's cringe. And I do think it's like something like a very criticizable position. It's just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Tech enthusiast, not an engineer. He's seen as a cybersecurity.
I don't think he's gonna get fined or arrested or anything. I don't think anything is gonna happen because of this. People are just gonna continue to lose. Maybe this would hit me harder if it's like the first nuclear lie that I've seen from Mutahar, but I am just so conditioned to this guy not being truthful that it's like, yeah, I guess he could have lied about that too. There's a lot of compounded things that are happening right now in my brain.
The expert, or as a
He's losing aura. The aura's been gone long ago, dude.
Security engineer, as he called himself.
This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer...
But when he assisted Nuxtaku in tracking down the V-Shoujo swatter, he fell for a basic social engineering trick, where the swatter, who was a minor, pretended to be one of...
Dude, speaking of Mutahar falling for social engineering one, I gotta update that video and put out that segment of Mutahar being like, hey guys, so recently there's been a lot of bots in the YouTube comment section saying that they've got, you know, child porn, right? Oh boy, guys, that's really bad. So what I did was I clicked into the Discord server, and luckily I didn't see any of that child pornography stuff, but then they were posting links to it, okay? So I clicked the link, right? And of course, luckily I did not see any of the child pornography stuff, but yeah, this is some fucked up stuff, YouTube. They got to do something about the bots in the comment sections. It's like, dude, if that guy did not see child pornography doing what he was doing on like virtual machines and shit, he's the luckiest man on planet Earth. This guy clicks a link from a place that he knows probably contains this stuff and dodges it like Neo in the Matrix to make a YouTube video talking about it. And he says he didn't see it. I can't tell you he did, for a matter of fact. I just could tell you that it's probably stupid to make a video documenting your time jumping into a Discord server that you're claiming is full of child pornography for the concept to make a video. Now, again, I have to eat my words on that in some capacity because apparently YouTube emailed him and said that they were looking into it. So I guess something did happen. Be it not really significant, but I guess something did happen for making it. It's just like a bizarre video because he doesn't, like, you don't know what's in that Discord server. You're going to jump on a fucking... on virtual machines, alternate accounts to hop in and explore something that could potentially have like illegal materials just blatantly out there in the open. That's like a really stupid thing to do, even if you're doing it as like an investigator.
Of Nux's fans who knew the swatter in real life and fed them a bunch of bogus information.
I appreciate the random fan who was in that Discord server that actually contacted me and reached out to me about this stuff. Oh my god, you guys are legends, honestly.
V-Shoujo's cybersecurity expert knew this was bullshit. The cybersecurity engineer did not. Mutahar doesn't do drama content anymore because it's all needless negativity.
But he does lots of drama content, right? Tons of drama content? Is that what's going to pop up here? Because that's true.
And YouTube isn't his job. However, he still weighed in on the pirate software drama after videos about it began going mega viral. What in...
I mean, it's not just pirate software. Mutahar is like fully back on drama now. Like fully back, right?
Site is...
Not like all of his content, but he's not like shying away from anything anymore.
With.
No. Right now, as a video editor, I do more engineering now, so back-end programming for effects work. I'm working on a new codec for video right now for H.265, so we can actually transmit better video quality at higher resolutions. I'm actually doing something with...
Is that what he's going to say? He's going to be like, well, I shouldn't have used the word engineer because that carries prestige. What I actually am is a freelancing coder who dropped out of college, and I build stuff. So, I mean, personally, I think I'm an engineer, but I imagine most governing agencies would not agree. Is that what he's going to say? I think I just wrote his fucking response. Is that what he's gonna? Yeah, that's probably what he's gonna say. It's all techno babble. Yeah, that's how he's gonna say it.
I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on. So I've been designing AI toolset that basically you can inject.
Dude, this is insane. This fucking dude. Actually, this is so fucking funny from Nick Adros. I look at this.
AI tool.
It's fucking Hal in a toolbox, and you're injecting it right into his fucking bloodstream.
You can inject.
Dude, he created AI vaccinations. Dude, Mutahar got vaxxed. He's never been the same. Dude, our first vaccine casualty was Mutahar, and we never even knew it.
You can inject into like video tools, and this is gonna be like video games or whatever, right? So it's like, let's say that
the conservatives have found their first casualty of vaccinations.
Let's say that Microsoft backwards compatibility, right? So I had this tool idea. This is kind of what I got going in my head. So I have this idea, and I hope to one day sell it to Microsoft.
That is a terrifying image.
Cool
Wait.
idea. This is kind of what I got going in my head. So I have this idea.
Why are his hands white?
Idea.
He didn't even try.
I hope to one day sell it to Microsoft, right? So what I do is, since I have a really good video background, right? I've been designing neural stuff around it. So what I want to do one day.
This is so funny, bro. This is so good.
You know how Microsoft has backwards compatibility, right? So would it be really fun if I could design a way that Microsoft could take the textures in their video games, right? So they could take the textures mapped in their video games and find a way to AI upgrade them. So like basically use a fucking photo.
Is he just describing like the way that AI upscaling works right now? Like he's got this crazy newfangled idea, bro, and NVIDIA's been doing it for years. Is that like, is this what happened?
AI, like basically use an artificial intelligence that can scan across.
Isn't this like the only thing that they would want to use? Like this is like the main thing that they would use AI for.
You know.
What year was that? Okay, wait. Hold on. This is in 2019. I feel like we're judging this extraordinarily harshly because it sounds like it looks like he's saying that right now. But like, this is very early AI, right? It's very, like, I'm sure they were already working on this, but like, isn't this Dolly Mini ages when they were doing like the weird video of Will Smith eating pasta? Or had that not even happened? We had that tech in 2019. Yeah, but it's not as prevalent as right now. We're judging this with like AI is everywhere.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Mr. Oreo, please tell me that I can be a bee. It truly would be good news to hear.
You could be a bee, fake name. Thank you.
Fucking photo AI, like basically use an artificial intelligence that can scan across, you know, all these textures and just fucking upscale them to like 4K, 8K, whatever they want to go to, and make games look better without needing, you know.
What I'll probably do is make that a random number or whatever and raise it up, because unironically, I can't have that. That's going to destroy the VODs if that goes off fucking 16 times in a stream. People are just going to be like, Nick, this is too much. The Boogie one where he went, oh no, for like 13 seconds consecutively was like too much. This is way too much. I've got to change it. There's no way I can keep that at 35. It needs to be like a once a stream, if it happens type thing. I don't think I can, there's no fucking way I can leave that low.
Developers to make it better, right? That could be an idea for me. It sounds simple on paper. Obviously, it's very, very, very fucking time consuming to make it even as effective as you want.
I don't want to give it a number because I don't want to bait people into giving a specific number.
He knows how to program video encoders. He knows graphics.
You know what I could do? You know what I think the best way to handle it? Because I do think that should stay. I should put it on very rare, and I should put it at any number. That way, there's no specific number to hit. It's not paywalled. It just might happen. Rarely. That's the best way to do it.
APIs and AI tools in 2019. What does he know in 2025? What can he add?
One of the code bases that we're looking at over here is this falling particle. Now, there's a lot of numbers that are being dropped in here.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs! Appreciate it. That was from Atlantis Pop.
Things that you'll tend to see in Pirate Software's code is magic number abuse.
Dude, I keep hearing that the Pirate Software code stuff is like not as bad as it was like made out to be. I know Coding Jesus comes in here. There are like more and more people coming out being like, all right, this is like a bit egregious now. How long are we going to bash this guy for his fucking code?
Nothing unique.
A big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
Nothing new. Nothing that Coding Jesus didn't say in his video, which Mutahar keeps mentioning.
There's nothing wrong with having shit code.
Oh, is that what he's saying? That he just like watched the Coding Jesus
Nick
video
just started
and
insulting me viciously
homework
on Twitter.
Right?
Dude, he took the
There's nothing wrong with being bad at it. I'm not a fucking great coder either. I'm actually doing something which...
Dude, he found Coding Jesus' GitHub and just took
Nicholas
the talking points. Is that what you're saying?
Thank you for the $5, my man.
Thank you! Appreciate it.
I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on, but I'm also not claiming to be this crazy fucking guru hacker expert.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Do you know where the punch
Congrats,
comes
Cal.
from?
You've
Thank
grown
you.
fat from gold.
Thank you.
Now suffer for your success.
The punch comes from Hassan Piker. Like, that's when he's like, what a Weasley little liar, dude. When he punches his computer so hard, it makes Windows start acting up.
In the world.
Yeah, for the past 10 years you've been claiming...
Where's that clip? I just need to play the actual clip that it comes from now. Because I was like, I needed a ping sound effect at the beginning of that. Like the Ultimate Rape Review clip. I thought it was funny. So I thought like a good one would be this like nuclear reference. Like that is Hassan Piker punching. Here. Is this... Oh, wait. Hassan posted a video called What a Weasley Little Liar, Dude. That's insane. He's literally aura farming himself.
Thing I do is performative. So I'm not going to, for instance, I'll use Hassan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always...
Dude, he punched Windows and it started acting up.
You think a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always... You think black people...
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
There might be people in the chat who've never actually watched this clip in its entirety, and they just see people writing, and they're like, yeah, I remember that clip, yeah.
Excuse me.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
I apologize for that.
Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can someone at least fucking enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a fucking piece of shit, dude. Holy fucking shit.
That is such a good clip. What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, dude. Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can somebody at least fucking enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a fucking piece of shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. I'm not punching my desk, it's glass. Dude, no, I can't do that. It's glass. Dude, if I get mad in a video game, this whole thing comes crashing down.
To be an engineer, a computer engineer, a computer science engineer, a cybersecurity engineer. You fuck with code.
Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
You do programming as a hobby, but...
Glass table for PC? Yeah. Am I the only one who has a glass table that it's a nice black glass desk? You know? I'm like psychotic. You're actually not going to believe. I sit in the middle. Like I got monitor on the left, monitor on the right, but I sit in the corner in the middle of the desk. And the computer is under it. It is actually, this is an insane setup. It's just gonna explode one day. Dude, one day I'm gonna laugh so hard and you're just gonna hear a shattering and a Windows sound and it's gonna be like, no! No! I'm just gonna start screaming because like the entire thing exploded. That's gonna, yeah, that probably will happen. But yeah, I sit right in the middle of the corner.
But when it...
Eggman setup? Is that, wait, do people not do that? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, why? I feel like if I posted my setup, people would roast the fuck out of me.
Comes to showing your knowledge, you only know...
Wait, was it...
Programming as a...
Was that Jake
hobby.
Weddle's pills? Whose pills were... Oh, no, that's him itching. Those Jake Weddle's pills.
But when it comes to showing your knowledge, you only know the basics. Now you're here judging someone for inflating their credentials. At least Pirate Software's lies didn't break the law. At least he actually worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Okay, so he is claiming that he broke the law. Okay, I mean, that's probably... Because I think in Canada, right?
Reading the comments from
I don't know, dude. Legal arguments in jurisdictions and shit gets so dicey.
regular commenters like Mr. Obvious. I wonder what he's into.
Mr. Obvious?
Like, they're valid complaints, but I don't raise them higher than, like, regular moral complaints, because I'm not, like, a lawyer. And I can judge something without casing it in legal terms. Not that it's wrong to do so. I think the only time where it's wrong is when, and I've done this myself and I regret it, is when you're making an argument in morality and then you go to like the legal defense to try to like win the conversation. That was like, I've made that mistake multiple times, most of which was like when I was like earlier at this or whatever. And And like when you're arguing with somebody in a morality argument, and then you pull legality in to try to like save your ass, I don't like that.
Says boys heart emoji, and then underneath that we can see a photo of an underage girl who is pulling anal beads out of her anus using her feet. That's quite the talent.
Okay. Yeah, that was a bad pause. That was a bad pause on my part. Yep, okay. Oh, hey, Zachary Prince. The official Zachary Prince is in the chat.
Oh.
Let me line up and get ready, boys. Let me read that shit all day.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that's fun. Okay.
So, that was my appetizer for my upcoming video.
Okay, that's a nuke.
Given his inconsistent...
Is this... Wait, this is a trailer? Are we watching... Was that the drop? This is a trailer? Dude, we just sat here and watched Mutahar be a hypocrite for 32 minutes, potentially. And he's like, this was a good appetizer for the video I'm going to make. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right.
...stories. Mutahar is either lying about his job and business, or he tells really pathetic, made-up stories about them.
All right, someone just wrote that Mutahar kind of gets doxxed in this video, and then somebody else said you need to watch to the end. The end is crazy. I was going to watch to the end, but now I don't really have very high hopes for that. Let me pull this off screen for a second and see what he shows. I like reacting to this stuff live, and I don't like pre-watching it, but that's kind of bad if that's the case. I'm not seeing like anything nuclear, right? We'll run it. If I think anything weird is happening, I'll just kill it. I don't know. It's not a dox. Watch it first. Well, you're putting me in a weird position here because I don't want to broadcast a dox if it is a dox.
And more interesting. Once again, I am not a lawyer. It might not be illegal for Mutahar to lie about being an engineer, but by any reasonable definition, he is a total fraud. He has no computer
See, he's pulling away from the legal argument here and pivoting back to a moral argument, which I think is objectively stronger.
Engineering degree, or even a computer science degree. But he still presents himself as an engineer, a computer engineer, or a computer science engineer. He is not trained
dude, maybe he just does train sims, dude. He just sits there and simulates trains all day, and that's what he means. He gets on the computer, and then he drives trains. That's like his thing.
Field, and he is not employed at these roles. He is a self-taught hobbyist, a dilettante, not an engineer. Despite admitting that he hasn't been an engineer in years, not that he ever was.
Nick's been watching too many law tubers with his moral versus legal argument analysis. Bro, that's the one place where I want to hear the legal argument. That's why I'm clicking there. I don't care what the fuck the lawyer thinks morality-wise. That's the only reason I'm watching a lawyer, is to hear the legal opinion. That's like the only reason. And no offense to those people, but like, I could care less what they fucking think on a moral level about the drama. That's not why I go to them. Their specialization is that they do know what they're talking about. So many YouTubers have no fucking idea what they're talking about, and they just try to like, they read the law and they try to interpret it as like the best possible case scenario for their own argument. And you don't get that with law tubers. It's the only reason I want to hear it from them.
He continues to introduce himself as one, letting his audience's imagination run wild and conclude him to be far more qualified than he actually is. It does not matter that he seldom admits to being a former engineer or that he hasn't been an engineer in years. The bigger picture that he's painting to his audience is that he is a licensed, actively practicing engineer, which, based on his own statements, isn't true and—
Wait, Mutahar is an engineer? He doesn't mean computer engineer. Honey, show them what you really are.
The nigga was motherfucking hype.
No, wait, why isn't it playing from the beginning? That totally ruined it. Wait, what is happening? It's glitching out. That just said the N-word. That's not what I wanted. What is happening? Okay, here.
Compounded semaglutide is not FDA.
I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, dude. Hold on. The joke is coming. The joke is coming, I promise. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, dude. Oh, it's Michaels. Thanks, Michaels. I'm gonna skip that too. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Mutahar, they're saying you're not an engineer, honey. Okay, show them what you really do.
The nigga was motherfucking hype.
Wait, what? What? Okay, the video just doesn't work. Is the video broken? This sucks.
Motherfucker was amped. The nigga was motherfucking hyped up.
There we go. Got it. Here.
Motherfucker was amped.
I don't want to show. I'm going to show you when it happens, dude. Here comes Mutahar.
Snuffed the nigga, and it was on from there. The motherfucker, it wasn't nothing stopping them.
What the rest of these niggas do?
Man, the motherfuckers was ready for anything. The niggas was packing burners. The niggas was ready to fight. Whatever they had to do, Holmes. The niggas was on the real flip mode, Holmes. They was coming out like a motherfucker. The nigga was amped. He was like, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Can somebody put Muta's face on this?
Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm. A strange form, some kind of lyrical. Biggie the bastard, so that's kind of spiritual. Well, in God we trust, guns are bust, got that disgusting suicide.
Dude, put Mutahar's face on this.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that I bring?
Yeah, AI, no, don't AI dub it. You can't use that word. You gotta censor it.
I got 7 like 11s, about 8, 38s, 9.
We got there. It's okay. Community time is started. That's YouTube's fault, bro. I clicked on it. The video broke. Okay. And then I got fucking ads for Marshalls or some shit. Or Michaels, whatever the fuck that was. All right. There's nothing I could do about that. The timing was fucking great.
Cannot be true.
Max is
Diesel Patches just went crazy. Yeah.
the thinnest skinned bitch that I've ever seen when it comes to taking actual criticism on the platform. There is a way back from the mistakes that he's made. It just involves being a man and taking actual criticism to account and realizing that, yes, your entire career was a lie. Maybe it's time to...
You gotta let it go. Dude, after Biggie said the N-word 16 times, I was committed to the bit. At that point, it just looks insane if I don't show the clip of the tank engine. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Once the N-word was uttered 16 times, you kind of have to go forward with it.
Turn that around, but he doesn't really want to be doing that. He wants a win when he can't even carve one out.
Don't forget to edit that out. Yeah.
Mutahar has been telling this lie for 10 years. This lie is almost too old for his friend Nakstaku to masturbate to.
Oh god, oh no, Mousy, what you reckon?
Otherwise the joke is just... Otherwise the joke is, hey dude, Mutahar, there's just some guy screaming the N-word.
These numbers...
What do the numbers mean, Mousy?
Uh-oh. Oh god.
What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Click on it. Tell us.
I've never even pondered.
I don't even get VTuber culture. The people who defend this shit are like so malicious. It's like, I don't know. This is fucking weird as fuck, dude.
The thought that we could have lolly and Guro and bondage all in one.
Oh. Oh.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
On the topic of recklessly allowing the audience's imagination to run wild, what do you think about this clip?
Oh, what?
Video of a real child. Oh wait, it says, oh, it's censored. Who censored it?
Bro.
Nick Andros censored whatever this was. Oh my god.
I don't even know what that was.
And it's like, okay.
That was some kid just sent you a video of them shitting and then shooting a dog with a Nerf gun.
Ew. Okay.
It's a funny coincidence that the last time I reminded Mutahar about his own country's laws, it was about him watching cartoon child porn with Nakstaku, not realizing that in Canada, it fits under the legal definition of child porn.
Wait, you showed porn in those videos?
He tried to ignore it for
That's from the Chud Logic stream, and he's talking to me and Tom, right? Ugh.
months. But then Hassan Piker drew attention to my video. Mutahar panicked, and he threw Nakstaku under the bus while obfuscating his own culpability. The hit piece didn't land.
Dude, this guy is Little Domino. He's Little Domino. And that's not just diminishing Nick Andros at all whatsoever, but he literally was Little Domino. He made the video because he's a fan. I don't know. It may not be because he's a fan of Chud Logic, but he probably found a lot of this stuff, watched it through Chud Logic, became inspired in some capacity. Maybe I'm just making this up. I'm giving him a backstory. I don't know if that's even the case. But yeah, he puts this video out and it gets everywhere.
And so they settled everything in private and still lie about what happened. Why did Mutahar make a 40-minute hit piece where he condemns someone over and over again?
Dude, I just noticed this. He put his Nick Andros logo over this on the screen. It's faded, but it's there.
No reason. It was just a goof. An oopsie. He's not hiding anything. There was nothing incredibly immoral and disgusting that he was aware of and tolerated for years. Something he would condemn any other person for. But in this case, he swept it all away. They also were not the only ones who knew about it and stayed quiet. The truth will soon be revealed.
And I don't really want to sit here and fucking say, like, it was kind of shitty, again, and go through the entire fucking situation. But I'm going to do it anyway. My recollection of what happened is that Mutahar contacted me because Keemstar, I guess, said, hey, have you seen this? And are you going to respond to it? Or you should, I don't know, maybe even said you should respond to it. I don't know. I wasn't there privy to the conversation, but he sent me the video and asked me to watch it abruptly. Like, that was just it. And then while I was watching it, over the time that took, he just went public with the video anyway. And then he wrote me saying that, like, he hates going after lolicon type people, but, like, because they storm the video, but it's, like, totally worth it. And then the next day I asked him, like, one question, and he, like, basically never talked to me again. And then Nuxtaku was going around saying that, like, bad people push Mutahar to, like, fuck over people. Meanwhile, like, he reached out to me. So it was extraordinarily fucking weird the way that it went down. I didn't ask to be in that position to review that video. But it does feel like I kind of got blamed for it. I was just kind of, I mean, like, I don't know who he was blaming other than Keemstar. It might have just been Keemstar because Keem and him did talk, but it felt like he was kind of blaming me too, and I just kind of got dragged into it. Also, I sent him the video of Nuxtaku defending Zero, and he's like, wow, this is really bad. Probably won't be in this video, but, like, thank you for letting me know. And then, like, 2 days later, that video was just gone. Reduced to atoms. Never to be seen again. He, like, deleted it. I think someone recently reached out to me asking for it. I'm just remembering now while I'm live. Because I do have the video somewhere of Nux doing, like, the Zero defense. But, like, I told him about this, like, weird piece of content, and I guess he had shared that with Nux. No addressing, no public statement as to why it was removed. It was just silently taken down. So it was just like, does that make you a drama engineer? I guess. He treated me like I was a drama engineer. That's how I viewed it, but... I think we even spoke about, to be honest, I don't even remember what he said to me. We did speak about it once because I was asking him about the Mama Mac stuff and I asked him a question about it at the end, but I would have to review that call log myself to find out what exactly he said, and I'm not going to do that right now.
Remember to subscribe to see it when it drops. Next time, things are going to be a little bit different.
What? Okay, this is insane. Why is rape mode set to off? What is happening? Nux privated his stuff at that point too. Yeah, but it's crazy that I sent Mutahar a working link, and then Nuxtaku and him got back to being friends again, and then the link that I sent him wasn't working anymore. It was very obvious that, like, he was told about the video and removed it. Like, that's the only reasonable explanation. And then Muta never spoke about it, and then Nux never spoke about it, and the video was gone.
One more thing.
At least where I live, in the okay, I don't want to, like, dox myself through this.
As just a public service announcement, you shouldn't make it a habit of mentioning how far a certain location is from your house.
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm probably okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to watch this part. Is this really fucking important? I don't think we need to watch this part. What is the meat of this drama? It's the 70,000th time that Mutahar has been kind of a tall tales liar. No, told you, watch it. Last 30 seconds is good. Yeah, I'm okay. What we're gonna do from here, and again, I'm not saying that he was doxxed in this video. I'm literally just not watching it on stream to risk it. And ultimately, if you want to watch the rest, you can watch it through Nick Andros. It's publicly on YouTube now. I don't really know what's in here. But I mean, I thought the first 36 minutes was good, but I don't know. I want to check out what apparently Harmful Opinions had more stuff. There. Harmful opinions. I hate
Today's
Mutahar, Some Ordinary Gamers. Is there like a timestamp to this that makes it like... I don't know, let's start where he's talking. Because he found more stuff, and I think that Nick Andros specifically has promoted this guy's channel.
In my life. Future of a menial job and whatnot, you know, just becoming the standard 9 to 5.
Being watched and adored by strangers on the internet is entwined with his mental health to a disturbing degree.
Well, that's accurate, yeah. What is this clip from?
You're important to me. You know,
This is his 30,000 subscriber special. What is this in the Stone Ages?
you know, if I ever
Dude, look at him, bro. He looks 12.
lost 1 subscriber, I feel heartbroken.
This is the first picture of Mutahar where he doesn't look 40.
If you know, I do lose.
Yeah, this is Harmful Opinions, the gay Riddler, right? Or is he the gay Joker? I forgot what they call him. I mean, his stuff is pretty decent. I haven't really watched a lot of his recent stuff, but his stuff on Candid, when he was critiquing the skeptic community, was really cool. He kind of got blackballed by all of his friends because he didn't want to support an application that people were getting tons of money on sponsorships for, that was claiming to be like a free speech app that seems like it was like a machine learning app that was being used to like censor shit. That's the long and short of it. The app was extremely shady. They were telling you explicitly how to promote the app and not really being upfront about it. And Harmful Opinions kind of whistle blew the entire thing, despite the fact that he stood to like make a decent amount of money from it. And it was pretty cool. So, I mean, I have respect for Harmful Opinions legacy mode for sure. I don't know what he's been making recently though.
I feel heartbroken because that's one person who used to like what I did, and they're gone.
He's wise not to say it so much anymore, as any normal person will find the sentiment quite sickening, but I think deep down, he still views his subscribers as literal family to him.
I'm not even kidding. I'd die for you. You all mean a lot to me.
I would die for you. I didn't know Mutahar did like the family soy shit. I would dude, bro, I would not die for an individual subscriber. I hope you can continue watching my content.
You have to realize that, okay? This is a family to me. I treat you all as if you were my brothers and sisters. Okay. Well, again, in Mutahar's defense, this was 2015, and he probably only had a couple of them. That's how deep the connection is, at least for me.
The closest friends and family, but we're like parodying that. That's the parody. Like my closest friends and family is like making jokes about people who are way too close to their audience.
All right. I know it sounds somewhat weird to people. It's like, why would you say that? No, it's the truth. Okay? I love you all.
Before you complain that the tidbits we'll be trolling through today are 10 years old, I'd like to remind you that that's still more recent than the pirate.
Watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
You're not my family? Bro, I'm Italian. Everyone's my fucking family. Come on over for spaghetti.
Software-esque high school Nepo daycare Mutahar apparently still uses to big himself up as being a professional engineer with.
I was basically...
Tsunami warning on the West Coast? What the fuck? Yeah, stay safe out there.
Finishing up my, high school diploma and everything. And at the time, I worked a little computer programming job. I worked as a pen tester, you know what I mean? Like, I got into the whole thing.
Dude, I think you've been testing the pen a lot lately, probably. If I had to guess, that's probably the source of your issue. You keep testing the pen too much.
Early, I had a couple connections.
Or perhaps his claims
He keeps hitting it, dude.
of being an engineer come from the job he quit in 2013 to pursue film when he was 18 or 19, which is presumably the awful bank app programming job you may have heard him mention.
So, for me, I left that job. I left pen test.
It's an anxiety pen? No, it's weed! I don't know if he has a weed addiction. I'm kidding.
I left all that kind of stuff. I left a soulless career, and
That's just the Brad Taste in music critique in me coming at it.
I jumped onto film and TV.
Brad Taste, yeah, literally.
Then again, maybe none of this is where his claims of being an engineer come from, because back then, he called the career path that of a blue-collar computer programmer. Did you know that he didn't actually—
Wait! Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. Wait, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Mutahar claims to be an engineer and he loves video games, alright? Alright. Hold on. I just figured it out. I know what he means. Dude, you guys are so stupid. What is that? What the fuck, dude? Why is everything so hard to find when I need to do a bit on the stream? Oh. Dude, you're not gonna believe this. I was trying to find the Illuminati music, and I fucking typed in Illuminati because I'm a YouTube spurg. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I'm actually terminally online. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Okay. He claims to be an engineer who loves video games. But what video game has an engineer? I really like you. Why? Dude. No, bro, I'm done. I'm done. No more jokes. No more jokes. No more jokes. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Today's video.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. No more jokes today. We're done with jokes today for the stream. It's so fucking over. It's so fucking over, dude. Every fucking time. I'm just getting mogged, dude. No more. We're done.
When he heard footsteps in Japan. In that video, he also talks about his work there. He explains he went to make a documentary on Aokigahara Forest.
I go to Japan.
End stream. I'm at the point, bro. I'm at the point, dude. I'm literally hitting walls today, dude.
Work in Japan annually that I
He forgot it's X-Files. Fuck you guys. I never saw the X-Files.
do. It's if you guys don't know what I do for a living, it's video editing and whatnot, and I work on production work. Now, in Japan, there is a forest called Aokigahara Forest. Now, I'm on there doing a shoot. It's sort of like a documentary.
Halo engineer. Okay, the joke wasn't even that good. That wasn't even worth it.
Look into Aokigahara Forest.
He tells us that he had to trek through that forest, and that he came across clothing which he...
Dude, Mutahar was in Vietnam, bro. He traveled there with nothing but a knife. With nothing but a knife and the clothes on his back, mogging through the swamps.
Picked up.
So, as we're trekking through the forest, I come across clothing. Now, the guy who's coming with us, who basically shows us the forest and navigates us through it, tells me that it's...
Oh, I'm the navigator. We're gonna get you through this forest, Mutahar. We gotta get back to your real estate empire.
It's fresh. Incredibly sad sight to bear. And I picked it up and I held it for a little bit and I, soaked it all in.
It might be tempting to assume because he's telling a ghost story that this is completely made up. But it's not a fantastical story, it's his IRL ghost stories. And all that happened was he heard some footsteps and got scared. It is presented as truth. And he actually talks about his visit again 3 years later.
Okay.
In 2018, when he condemns Jake Paul for his Aokigahara video, and he says something interesting.
Hey, did you know that Nathan's cameraman killed his entire family, so why couldn't Muta be in the forest?
Me personally, I have a little bit of history to this, and the reason I'm making this video is because I've been to the same forest, Aokigahara Forest in Japan.
Wait, that is the suicide forest. It's the Okilahara Forest, right?
It's a very ethereal place.
That's the Oki's Got Stories forest?
Place where a lot of people die.
And what does he say he did?
A lot of people die there, dude.
Me visiting there at one point in my life.
That's the Olatunji forest?
Insulting me viciously on Twitter.
That's the Tank Olatunji forest?
It is a very interesting place. I never had the entire intention to film it, never did.
He never intended to film there, and he never did film there. When you were there, as you told us before.
Oh, okay. So you've kind of... Is he gonna flash a video on the screen being like, Mutahar filmed the fucking scary story in the suicide forest?
Or to film a documentary-esque video on the forest.
But I've never seen any dead body, never seen it, but then again, I never really ventured too far into it. I got to see it firsthand.
You never ventured too far in to the forest you said 3 years ago you trekked through with a small crew. To be fair, he is consistent about never seeing a dead body, which he said before he, would have buried.
Thankfully, the good part about the story is we never came across that body.
What?
And it's also sad in a way too, because if I did, I'd definitely give it a fucking burial and whatnot, dude, to honor.
We brought shovels to fucking put dead people in the ground, dude. He's dead, dude. We don't. No investigation needed. Suicide. Put him in the ground.
Nevertheless,
what a bizarre thing to say. I don't think this is like crazy, but this is bizarre.
At least one of these stories must be a lie. I would suggest there's a hint about which one in this bizarre phrasing.
I never had the entire intention to film it. Never did.
Never had the entire intention to film it.
Mutahar always talks like this. So basically, guys. And he'll just, you could tell he doesn't script anything. He sounds like me on live stream when he does videos. And he'll just say crazy fucking shit like that. I never Dude, I never had the intention almost.
And the fact that telling people about how you messed around with the clothing of people who recently killed themselves wouldn't be a good look in a video condemning Jake Paul for his lack of respect. Engineer or not, he certainly told at least one lie about his film career. Anyway, enough of that for now. Let's get back to the claims of being an engineer. While these days he simply peppers his questionable qualification into any coverage he can, a decade ago he was much naughtier, in a way that seems to have never been addressed. Many people don't care if some guy on YouTube is saying he's an engineer.
Okay, I empathize with this guy. I empathize.
Even if he really can't rightfully use that title.
Sure. I think that the majority of people who watch that video will come to that conclusion based off the fact that they can't hear the Nuxtaku stuff and they've already been doing it. So if you're watching it objectively and the main thing that you're seeing is this new engineer claim, it probably doesn't drive home the same way it does for me, who knows, like, I know I'm looking at like a fraud.
But he's done something a bit more than that, a bit more specific. Let's read through an old Some Ordinary Gamers Facebook post. Out of the hundreds of videos I have made, I personally felt really proud of this one due to the methods of filming it and the finesse I put into making this one.
I'm picturing Mutahar just like fucking hovering over his fucking, like he's got finesse, dude. Like he's got like swagger the way that he moves his mouse.
I put finesse in everything, but this video speaks to me personally as an engineer. Let's get a taste of this masterpiece.
Power this thing on, and you come across...
The Mama Max video on him was horrible. Here's the thing. If Mama Max was mentally stable, I think he could have made a very compelling Mutahar video. The video was bad because Mama Max is bad. Like, he's not like a bad person. He's just completely unable to criticize he's completely unable to do it effectively. Yeah, I mean, that was the issue, in my opinion. I think there was some like shit in there that he brought up that was fairly good, fairly compelling. It's just not in a package that anyone would be able to really engage. We watched it on the channel, you know. Hey, thank you so much, Star, for the raid. Small talk with Star, I appreciate it.
A set of flashing lights over here, and you got
beautiful audio engineering, sophisticated framing. Before my whole YouTube channel, I worked in the tech and cybersecurity industry. Cybersecurity industry? Ah yes, the high school job he got from having connections. You'd certainly guess that means something else from reading this though, without that context. Wouldn't you? One of my highlights was being able to test stuff like this. It makes me feel alive, knowing that I can use this YouTube channel not just to share creepypastas, but my love of tech from time to time. This will not be a common trend of videos. Every once in a while I do stuff like this because it makes me feel really alive. Doing an unboxing like this from a company I follow and hold dear to me as a tech enthusiast, I feel honored to be the few to do this, and you all are to thank for it. I would not be here if it wasn't for you awesome people. I personally teared up editing this video.
Dude, Mutahar is so annoying, bro. It's just embarrassed. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, cool. All right.
Because for the first time, I've been supported by caring and loving people. And to be at a milestone like...
he just wants to be accepted and tells tall tales and then sometimes lies maliciously. That's it. It's just that. This guy's not like a mastermind. He's a fucking idiot. I mean, that's what I get out of this. He's just he was kind of a loser. Now he's kind of like making money, doing cool shit. And he wants people to think he's cool. So he's doing cool things, you know?
This in my life shows that I have the best family a guy could ask for. I wouldn't change anything for the world, and I will always...
Then again, I don't think there's anyone accusing Mutahar of being a secret mastermind.
Always be your same lovable goof. For those who have been here since the beginning or just a few seconds ago, thank you for changing this person's life and making it so much more enjoyable.
Do you know what this seems like? This reads like a Dark Viper post, doesn't it? Doesn't this read like the shit Dark Viper sends to his parasocially locked-in audience?
Than what it used to be. When all this is said and done, I hope you all know that despite the entertainment that I've provided you all, and for those who say I make them happy, you all have no idea just how happy each and every one of you make me. Thank you for supporting me and allowing me to do videos like this. Heart emoji. So what is this video he's talking about? It's an ad. Oh, just because
Haha, and sometimes lies maliciously. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Yeah, I think some of these lies are little white lies and don't really matter, but are just kind of pathetic. And then other ones are pretty fucking malicious. I mean, I don't know. I think the way that I think the Nuxtaku thing is one of the most bizarre responses to drama I've ever seen. And I do think that he made a calculated decision to like fuck everybody else over in that scenario.
He was sent something doesn't mean it's an ad, and it's even disclosed in the title that they sent it to him. No, it's a full-on ad. The disclosure of that fact is just hidden below the fold.
Wait, what? Alright, it's 2015 again. So he puts this whole thing up. I'm crying. I'm so happy that I get to make this video for you. And it's a fucking... This was sponsored by Intel.
You
Jesus!
care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Lying.
Okay.
Muta used his claim to be an engineer to pose as an expert while advertising for Intel.
I myself used to be an engineer before I went into the video editing route. Now, as an engineer, I played around with the latest PC parts. And
Not only does he claim he was an engineer, he specifically...
Yeah, he needs to address this, dude. He's got to address... I don't care if it's 2015. He's got to, like, address this and engage with it in some capacity. And again, it would be so easy. If he's actually an engineer, all right? If he actually has the credentials to be an engineer, all he has to do is put it out, and this guy looks like a fucking idiot, you know? It's easy.
Specifically states that his work as an engineer involved playing around with the latest PC parts. To big up Intel, the company that's sponsoring this video, he claimed to have direct expertise with parts like this. The two jobs I'm aware of him claiming to have had before he started YouTube were the high school penetration testing one.
What if he's not, though? Well, that's my point. That's my point. Then, like, the longer he... I don't mean to innocent people don't stay silent this long him thing, but this is, like, a really easy thing to answer, you know? You could try to, like, pretend you're better than it, but the only thing that you can really do there is just make the video louder and bigger and have more people talk about it, and then he'll be kind of forced. Mutahar is already kind of a schizo, so he'll just kind of respond to things if you push him hard enough. And it, yeah, I mean, it should be an easy slam dunk case if they're lying, if they're not accurate even. But like, if he doesn't respond to it, I feel like I kind of have to think uncharitably, I guess. So we'll see. I mean, I'm happy to cover any response that he makes to this. But I think he should respond to it. I think this warrants his attention.
And programming bank applications.
I told you guys, I'm a guy who used to code bank applications. Really boring shit.
Which one of those involved playing around with the latest processors and graphics cards? Oh, do you mean you did that in your own time while you were an engineer? But Muta, you like...
I'm telling you, I already smell his response, bro. It's going to be like, well, you know, I mean, I dropped out of college, but I do things that, like, people would be, like... I do engineering in a way that, like... It's the type of stuff that I do that most people would consider to be like engineering work. That's why I call myself that. I'm more like a self-assigned engineer than like a clinic. Like, there's no organization that would recognize me as one, but that's how I recognize myself. Or some cop-out response like that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really help them in any capacity. I feel like that's what we're going to get.
Like to brag about how little tech you had back then.
I was editing stuff on this laptop and recording stuff here. Now I'm going to show you guys what this fucking...
I mean, I'm not, dude, is it... Oh, I get it. The Intel thing is bad, you should respond to it. But, like, I can't... We're getting, like, increasingly younger. This guy's gonna be a zygote by the end of the video.
Muta, I'm gonna have to ask that you substantiate this claim you made in an advert for Intel, that you were an engineer who, as an engineer, played around with the latest tech.
Sure.
If it's not true, using those credentials to big up a company that's sponsoring you is fucked. In my
I would agree.
Personal opinion, that would make you a scammer. I have to imagine it's not particularly legal either, but I'm not a lawyer and I'm not going to go into that. It's just
I think this single argument from Harmful Opinions escalates the Nick Andros video significantly. Yeah. I mean, I don't see any scenario where he shouldn't respond to this. Unless it's true. You know what I mean? Obviously, unless it's true, he shouldn't respond to it. But, I mean, we all want him to.
Obviously bad enough on its own. But Harmful, he's a nice guy. He does good things. Yeah, he does. He's a hero in real life. Even back then. Let's read it.
He's a hero, dude. Yeah, he's a total hero. He does everything. How could somebody be a real estate mogul, engineer, fucking full-time YouTuber, pedophile hunter... I guess.
The stories he's told. He once taught a mother how to look after her child. It's okay for kids to ring your doorbell once in a while, but to call you a dried up
just gonna...
is pushing it far and above unacceptable. I go to this child's mother, repeat the phrase, and she goes of to defend her kid. Rest assured, I taught her how to fucking parent.
I taught her how to parent? Okay. Dude, I can't. This is just like, this guy is like a Redditor. He reads like a full-time Redditor, like a karma farmer on like the
If you want
Like, he's like maladying us through text.
to procreate, make sure you
2014 is wild. Yeah, I agree, but it's on his YouTube Facebook page. This is his Facebook page for his YouTube channel.
are kids, have good values, and learn some damn respect. Cause I don't take
The only thing is, like, how old was he when he tweeted that? Because that's weird. When he posted that, it's extremely cringe.
shit. Mutahar. Damn, Muta, you kicked that toddler's ass. But he's not just a stone-cold badass. He also has a heart of gold. He's a philanthropist.
Yeah, you know, I did donate something like maybe like $200,000 during COVID.
This may not be gaming related, but I feel it's something to share. This morning while coming home from my office, I saw a wealthy individual talking down to someone that was homeless.
Dude, this guy's a fucking superhero. He's so cool.
Simply for the reason that he made more money and therefore was a better fit.
He's a fucking, this is, dude, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's a walking Darman story. That's what this reads like. He just watched a lot of Darman videos and wanted to like drum up a parasocial audience. Which I guess, well, I don't know, he worked, you know? How big was he in 2015? It seems like it worked out. Good for you, I guess.
To society. I did everything to...
Yeah, it's even better than the Redditor example. He literally just sees life through the eyes of a Darman sketch.
This man to shut him up, short of getting violent. What, did you let him sniff your poop spittoon?
Okay,
I've been at both ends of the spectrum, but I've never been homeless in my life. I suspect there's another spectrum you're on too, brother. The way some people treat others is absolutely horrible. No one is a better man or woman simply because they have more. So many factors go into that. Money does not define you as a person. I ended up giving this man what he considers a small fortune, $130 in my wallet.
Dude, this is so ridiculous. A small fortune to this man. Here's $130. I'm going to do this out of the kindness of my heart and then write it all up, draft it, post it to my Facebook page, and reap the rewards. I mean, like, this is just... Again, it's 2015. How mad could I get? It's just kind of funny.
The individual was very grateful for it and proceeded to hug me.
Dude, it's literally everyone clapped. It's literally everyone clapped, bro. They all did. He basically wrote everyone clapped at the end. That's insane.
Saint Mutahar, beloved of the homeless. Now.
Oh, he was Gay Riddler. Gay Joker was Himpleton. That's what it was. He's the Riddler.
I didn't give him money simply for being homeless. I gave him money because it was the human.
Dude, this post, he's stealthing us. Every time I think the post is over, he puts another horrible line.
Thing to do.
Dude, please stop. Stop. I don't want to hear any more about it. Please stop.
Hey, Zim, you're not tricking me. Life isn't...
No, dude, there's more.
It's about living for yourself or spreading some great message or winning a few battles here and there.
Dude, is this guy... Dude, he said he's a video editor. Does he mean that he's an engineer, a social engineer that's writing the Darman videos? Is that what he is? That's it. He's a social engineer and a video engineer who creates the Darman scripts.
It's simply about being a good person. It's kind of funny when I say I learned this morals from ordinary video games. But it's true.
Well, Mutahar is something like a lying engineer. That's what he is, you know? He's kind of a lying engineer. He really engineers new and interesting ways to be like completely inconsistent.
Price of AAA, is that why you gave him $130? Okay, look harmful, please. It's pretty cringe, but he doesn't deserve this. Think of his health. Think of his heart condition. You know that stress...
His what? He's like 30 years old. What heart condition?
Stress gives him cancer.
Oh boy.
As he explained in 2014. For those out there, I've had a bad couple of days as of now, and why I've been unable to stream. I have several...
Dude, oh my god, bro. Dude, you're not gonna believe this, bro. My brother that I don't have had several medical condition. That's fucked up. Dude, I don't know how he lives with that. I don't know how he fucking lives with that. Is there anyone in the chat suffering from several medical condition?
Medical conditions, and all...
Dude, he literally is he's boogieing right now. He's boogieing down.
Although my stress has always been high, and this is my coping method for that, I believe family heart issues have surfaced, and I've been cursed with them. I also believe that cancer could be involved as a potential...
Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no! 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 Dude, I'm sorry. That's too much. That's too much. No, 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 no. Why is this video only 2 minutes longer? Please, no, don't end it here. Oh no. Bro, this is insane. Dude, I think he has polycythemia vera, dude. Type 2.
Factor in the situation, alongside work problems IRL. Were you telling people you might have cancer because a doctor said that?
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Oh god, does anyone have the clip? Does anyone have the fucking clip?
Whispered to you by one of your sleep paralysis demons. Because it's not a joke, is it, Mutahar? It's not something you should just play around with frivolously.
Your parents probably will also tell you straight up,
Boogie lied about his cancer. Oh god, dude.
Lying about.
But again, if he had cancer, no, it still doesn't help. He's like, I think I have cancer. I think I can. Oh god. Wait, debate Smuda. Oh god, I can't even type. Hold on. Boogie debates Muda. I need to hear them scream, dude. Boogie admits he lied about cancer. Oh yeah.
So we got,
dude, thank god the Torturer has uploaded a full 50-minute compilation of every time Boogie talked to dude, this is insane. This is insane. Somebody just happens to have a clip called Boogie versus Mutahar, all segments. Dude, somebody has put together every piece of information you would need. Oh god. All right, let's see. Cancer. All right, cancer only comes up 80 times in this video.
Count, right?
This guy.
Money off the table now. Is it gone? Is the offer no
Honestly,
longer good?
for me, the whole terms have changed. Like, I'm paying for this guy to like now confirm that he has this cancer that he said he had a year and a half ago.
But that's what you were doing to begin with.
That wasn't what I was doing to begin with.
Dude, how many of these people used to work on this show? 1, 2, 3. Dude, literally, that's insane. 3/5 of this fucking stream no longer works with lolcow. That's so funny. Let me see. Doctor 41.
It's impossible to say 100%. What I can say
your
is
doctor said
100%.
Wait, then why did you blatantly say you were diagnosed with cancer a year and a half ago?
His defense is that he never said he was diagnosed. He said he thinks it was cancer.
Because my doctor...
That's what he'll say.
So your doctor said you have cancer, or you might have cancer. What did your doctor say?
Cancer. My doctor says, we are treating you for cancer because you have cancer. But what I'm trying to say is for internet purposes, not for medical purposes, not as far as my doctor is concerned, not as far as my brother who's a doctor is concerned, but as far...
I actually like asked my dad about that, who is a fucking cardiologist, like a proper MD. So you have...
Oh my god, dude.
Your doctor said you had cancer? Like, for sure? Like, you diagnosed it, or did you possibly...
I forgot his dad is a doctor, too. That's even funnier. That makes the clip even worse, knowing that his dad is in the medical field, and he's saying, I think it might be cancer.
We have it.
He said that...
Dude, I think it can. I think it can. Uh-oh, here comes Mutahar the engineer.
There are markers in my blood. Doctors...
Because then your doctor didn't diagnose...
Dude, fucking... Wait, time out. Wavy just killed me in the chat. Did Keem just huff bug spray? What the fuck was that?
Cancer? Like, for sure.
Lock in on Keemstar,
Or like you diagnosed it, or did you possibly have it?
He said that there are markers in my blood. Doctors...
Because then your doctor didn't diagnose...
Where was the bug spray? Wait, where did it happen?
You with the fucking cancer straight up. My dad would
That's a drink.
say no doctor is ever going to say you were
16 seconds ago. So this is 4. Okay.
My dad about that, who
my brother who's a doctor is
what the fuck? Wait, what was that? What was that?
Not for medical purposes, not
motherfucking galaxy gas.
as far as my doctor is concerned, not as far as my
it's canned bread.
Brother who's a doctor is concerned, but as
I actually like asked my dad about.
You hear him? What? Dude, that's so much more insane than everything.
Not as far as my brother who's a doctor is concerned, but as
I actually like asked my dad about.
As far as my brother.
Wait.
For internet purposes, not for medical purposes.
Dude, he's fucking huffing bug spray.
Purposes, not as far as my doctor is concerned. Not as far as my
You can hear him. It sounds like Darth Vader breathing.
brother, who's a doctor, is concerned. But as
No,
far
actually,
as far as my doctor is concerned, not as far as my brother, who's a doctor, is.
You didn't lie about cancer, Obi-Wan. I did. That's Mutahar right now. Oh, he just came past the bug spray.
Okay, what chat? The Discord?
Yeah, the Discord chat.
Okay. All right.
Like, if your
Keem addressed the bug spray allegations.
doctor literally played you like that, why aren't you, like, fucking taking them out for malpractice, bro?
Okay,
there is no play.
Oh, dude, oh my god. All right, let's go back.
Having cancer is, like, evil bad, okay? Like, god damn. If you believe in a god and the devil, you know that this shit is alone enough to send you down to fucking hell and burn there. That's how bad this situation is.
To be fair, unlike Boogie, he didn't say he did have cancer. He just floated that possibility out there to the world
This is very charitable. This video is pretty charitable. I'd say it's pretty charitable. I'd say it's pretty charitable.
for sympathy. And it can be scary. A couple years back, I had to have a scan done, which cleared up there wasn't a problem, but I was spooked.
I told everybody the story. Remember I told you that they thought I had fucking, well, not they thought. My eye doctor said they thought I had fucking, like, brain cancer or something, and I needed to rush to the ER. They didn't say it explicitly like that, but they said that, like, the condition you have is not something that would be an eye condition. It would have to be a brain condition. You need to go to the ER and get that, and it turned out to be, like, a migraine. But yeah, I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I'm gonna die from cancer. Holy shit. For, like, a solid 30, not a 30, a solid, like, 6 hours. I legitimately thought I had, like, brain cancer. Yeah, Nick's brain tumor scare, yeah.
And I talked about it.
You know what I did during that time frame? I told nobody. None. I except for, like, family members who were there.
Talked about what my doctor said in the test I was getting. I didn't say, I believe cancer could be involved in why I feel bad.
Did you try the bug spray? That's what cured the cancer. House MD moment.
Fucking weird. Mutahar, did you have a good reason to say you thought cancer was involved? Or did you just throw it out there for giggles? Careful bringing up the
Well, because it sounds like he's throwing it on there for, like, sympathy. But I don't know.
big C word. Sunground Studios might try to make friends with you. You know, you actually
Not even, you guys didn't exist yet. You weren't born.
remind me of him. Not because you're brown, because of the suits. No racism here, no Islamophobia. Not even going to mention the now deleted meeting with Al-Qaeda
What? What is that? What is happening there? What?
video. I don't know what's in that. Probably just an engineering conference. Yeah, this stuff's old. But how old's the stuff he was using?
What is that video? Look at the description. I saw it, but it's not really... Oh, you want me to read the description? Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar, and friends again. This time, we're going to take a look at what seems to be Al-Qaeda.
That. Probably just an engineering conference. Yeah, this stuff's old. But how old's the stuff he was using just last month to claim engineering credentials? And it's not like he has a degree, is it? His cybersecurity background is a high school nepo job. Remind you of anyone else? He wants to live in...
Ooh, that was supposed to be Pirate Subway. Pirate Subway. I'm hungry. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
In the past, I'm merely obliging. And not only that, this is the foundation of his channel. This is the basic.
If he was fat, he would be Pirate Subway. No way, bro. No fucking way.
Of his internet presence. When you see the die-hard fans who love him no matter what, been there from the start, the first million, it's because they've been told he'd die for them, that he loves them, that they're his family. Literally. Disgusting. And this is just what can be found from a brief scan of his career yesterday morning, so I'd have...
Instead of Jared Fogle, it's Jared Thorhall. I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
some idea who Mutahar is.
All right, I gotta say, that was a better video. Not saying the Nick Andros video is bad. Not even by a stretch. But, like... I think, like, you needed to watch the other video to see why this video is crazy. And I think he does everything right. Like, he brings up shit from 2015 and 2014, but he doesn't really, like, do the shady thing. And he tells you. He just straight up tells you, like, this is old shit, yeah. He gives, like, the outs or whatever. But, like, I mean, I think this is a I think this is pretty fucking harsh. I don't know how Mutahar doesn't respond to this. I don't know what are they. I don't know, bro. Seems like a fucking bad position to be in. Hoo boy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that looks like a good spot to be if you're Mutahar right now. I don't think I've heard you laugh more, even during the Telexify drama.
On Nicholas
Let me see this. So this is the Mutahar subreddit and their response to the Nick Andros video, and I imagine they're probably thinking much the same about the Riddler's video. Harmful opinions. I made a comment clearing Muta's name, and the guy deleted my comment. You got caught in the spam filter. Like, how is this man talking point based on whether he's using the term engineer is legal or not, which only applies to Canada, but it's not like he's going to go to jail over it. That's what he said. Wait, what? That's what he says in the video. I watched the Nick Andros video. He explicitly said that, didn't he? Devs call each other engineers sometimes. It's not a big deal. This is the type of shit that you guys are going to see. All right? Even if you don't think it's the worst thing that's ever happened in planet Earth history ever of all time, no matter what, this shit is still fucking annoying. I'm sorry. This is obnoxious. Like, you have to acknowledge it's at least a relevant point of criticism. Until he, like, fucking argues it, I guess. That wasn't his main point. It was a side one. The main point is that Mutahar saying conflicting things for a decade and lying to try to make himself seem credible and authoritative when he's basically just a script kiddie hobbyist. It's not really a big deal at the end of the day. It's cringe. Well, my question to you is, why is Pirate Software being a bad coder like a huge point of contention that's getting millions of views or whatever, but Mutahar, if he's actually lying about being a fucking engineer for a decade, isn't even slightly significant, not even worthy of criticism, completely written off. Doesn't have to be the same, obviously, but oh, Nick Andros. Hi, video creator here. There were like 1 million comments under the video saying that I am wrong or that I am stupid. Also a bunch of losers making the same uncreative comments about Indians. What is your channel name so I can check if it was held for review? YouTube works in weird ways sometimes. What if I said you were right but also a loser? Would they hold that for review? Possibly. There are lots of comments. Some are anti-Muta that were held. Most of them are really racist for some reason. I get that you want to criticize Mutahar, but your hit video history so far has been really poor, and the latter half of your latest video about GameStop and the Switch 2 was really terrible, and it distracted from any point you were trying to make earlier on. Mutahar has some genuine points to criticize, like the Nuck stuff, and I've pushed on about that, so maybe try to stay on topic with stuff that actually matters. Also, ease back on the voice filter. You're veering into Mama Max and Pirate Software territory. Remember when people refused to watch Mutahar's Keffel's video because of the thumbnail artist and was supposed to go to Kiwi Farms, and it was perceived as an obvious, pathetic deflection? Oh, God. I agree on the weird history stuff. That really takes away from the Muta video a bit. His video is pretty much just Muta telling you everything, so it makes it damning. And then to criticize the bit at the end, it's weird to me. Mutahar also claims to be a computer engineering and in cybersecurity. Okay, I don't care about that. Wait, what the fuck? More important than the video, it's illegal to call yourself... Wait, what the fuck? More important than the video, it's illegal to call yourself an engineer if you work in IT. I don't know why people latch on illegal shit so much. Can you just call it cringe? Like, if it is illegal, that compounds it. But like, why does your mileage of that statement entirely lie on whether it is illegal or not? In defense, I don't think that's what the guy was doing. Maybe he was just shocked to find out that's the case. But like, holy fuck, do I have to hold your hand? He has to break a law for you to disavow something? He needs to be convicted in a court of law for like the obvious cringe shit that's being publicly posted to matter? I don't know. This is harassment at this point, especially the Epstein thing. What? 3 videos per year? I don't think that's harassment. What? Okay. Just watch the engineering video. Curious to hear what his defense would be. Because it sounds like Muta really isn't an engineer of any kind. I think the issue literally just is that he is blatantly lying about credentials, work ethic, and stuff that probably really doesn't matter. His audience really doesn't need titles, so long as he provides decent enough insight to the subject matter. Okay, but like, I think it kind of matters. I don't know. I think your mileage can vary on how much it matters, but every creator's got their 1K hate channel. This is the la can't hear you defense that I see. This sub is so fucking pathetic, man. I get people here like Mutahar, but that video wasn't as bad as people here act like it is. I think the guy did a good job trying... Okay, yeah. YouTube Brian. Just report it to YouTube if he broke TOS, such as... Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. Oh, if he is not broken TOS, ignore him. Okay, never mind. I thought he was swinging. Never mind. Okay. The dude had a section of the video about why it isn't stalking at the intro, because all the stuff was said publicly. I could not roll my eyes any harder. Nobody thinks this is stalking. I think somebody, we had it here before. Somebody literally said that, but whatever. Mutahar has been a fake engineer for 10 years. All right, this one is going to be a, this is the YouTube drama one, so this one's probably more primed to like Mutahar as well. There's not really a hate thread that I can see here that would be relevant. But again, I think this is probably more valuable. Every time Nux is brought up in relation to Mutahar, I'm always astounded with how little of a reputational hit he took. This is going to be an interesting one. I think the Nux issue did end up souring a ton of other creators on Mutahar, but they just stopped associating and talking about him as opposed to flat out disavowal. I think that's probably true. And as for his viewers, I think a lot of people just quietly quit on him. The majority of his fans, I think, were never fond of Nux and flip-flopping on it was objectively a bad
Nick
thing.
Oreo. Mr.
Yeah, that's
Oreo.
probably fairly accurate. I think this was more of a creator thing. I think creators were more mad about this than general audience members, and if they were mad about it, they just kind of silently left. What if I told you he flip-flopped on Nux not once, not twice, but thrice? I would be incredibly interested in the details. I've already made kind of crappy videos in October of last year. That's Nick Andros again. Why was this deleted? Then it came back. Man, I remember Mutahar doing an Oni gameplay vid, Deep Web Dives, back in the day. He should have stuck to that. Fell off when he became Penguin Zero, but with 3 times the video length and half the juice. Ooh. Ooh. Jesus. I don't know how this guy gained an audience. He's so annoying and always acting on his high horse about everything. When he just did creepypasta and video tech stuff, it was a lot easier. The issue is that a lot of these guys come from like more humble journeys. We were just doing like regular fucking chill content, and then they pivot to drama and they look money hungry. That's why I started with drama. I was always money hungry. I'm kidding. Yeah, Jesus. Why do these people posts keep getting removed? Yeah, YouTube drama is kind of in a weird spot right now. They recently put out a thread, right? Like the end of Snark. That's it. Yeah. And then they posted this to say that like they weren't taking any sides and they weren't going to cover Snark anymore. And then apparently they edited it. Apparently YouTubers have weighed in. Now this has nothing to do with the usual suspects. This is purely to avoid toxic behavior and negativity. If you think otherwise, I urge you to get out of your computer chair and touch grass. Oh, yeah. And no Goblin Man. Reference to his Goblin mode. So they updated this post because they were calling him No Goblin Man, and that's like a reference to Ethan. And I was like, and then they changed it to Goblin Mode, which is like a little bit better, I guess. Sure, yeah, 100% Goblin Mode, fine. But like calling him Goblin Man in the post where you're like, we're not taking sides, ending the Snark era, no more Snark type post was kind of crazy. I could engage with that, sure, yeah, I guess, but that's odd. I mean, I wouldn't refer to Ethan Klein as Goblin Man, even though the Goblin Mode stuff was a meme. Yeah, I don't think I'd call him Goblin Man.